All right. Hello and welcome to this episode of Lost Legacy. Let's do some introductions and then we'll go into a little bit of a recap and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to start with Tom.
Hello, I'm Tom. I'll be playing Heath Errol, our resident almost cleric. Um, I don't have anything in particular to promo other than please wish me luck. My wife and I are house hunting, and it's terrible but exciting.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. All right, Rennie.
Hey folks, my name is Rennie. I will be playing Disbin Tenderfoot, aka Dizzy, who is a paladin of the Oath of Vigilance. Um, and fun fact about Dizzy, um, I don't have a great fun fact this week. Um, I think uh, the fun fact is that even though Dizzy grew up on a pig farm, Dizzy hates the taste of pork now that he's a quasi adult.
That's pretty neat. All right, Norm.
Hello, everyone. I'm Norm. I'll be playing Kaboom. He's not really a cleric, but maybe he acts like one sometimes. I like blowing stuff up. I'm working on getting that done. Hopefully, very soon I'll be able to really make things explode. Then he'll be fully realized. His father will be so proud of him.
I mean, I bet his father is already proud of him. I don't think you need explosions for that, but I'm not here to know. Sam will likely be joining us later. He plays Otisesh, your Dragonborn, who is actually a cleric, just not the Healy kind.
I'm also a cleric.
Okay, nice. So we have 4 clerics that aren't great at being a cleric. I love it. And I am Gene or Gino, your GM. So we got little handy dandy channel points that look like potion bottles. You can use them to buy inspiration for the group or myself, which will be used against them, or maybe for them, who knows. But that you can do, and that's our fun little thing. But let's get into a little bit of a recap. So last time, the heroes defeated the hags, and there, in their last moment before they were about to kill the fate hag, she begged for her life. They spared her, and she made a deal with them. She said that if they spare her life and swear to it, for a year and a day, she will not return to the prime material plane, and she will tell them how to defeat their great enemy. During this time, she made a side deal with the character, saying, before I give you that information, if you are to exchange with me a story or something, I will reveal to you one question that you can ask the Skein of Fate. She was put under a spell to force her truth, which she willingly succumbed to because she knows in her heart that she cannot lie when it comes to fate itself. Each of the heroes has given a story related to their past and asked certain questions. Some about family, some about a past a past creature in their lives, and some about a future creation that might be restored. And we will get to Heath was not he was not here that session, but we are going to assume he gave a story and asked a question, and so we will hear that after this. Um, after they gave those questions and answers, she gave them the answer that the creature or the this primordial being known as Tenebris, this shadow creature, that the only way to truly beat it is to expose it and give it no shadow to hide in. That means getting the cult known, getting everything known about it, though it might temporarily make this creature stronger, and it might make the belief in it stronger, it will make it so that it is exposed to the light, and there it can be truly defeated. With this knowledge, the heroes move forward after receiving some rewards for defeating the Hag Coven. They moved forward, discussed plans, and decided to head to a library to do some research. The library. I have information. Da, 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 da. The Ring of Knowledge is where they went specifically. There they met Tome Alform, a halfling. They met Luanda Wheatflow, a female human scribe, and they met a young woman named Perenelle Cornwallis, also a scribe but an apprentice. Uh, they all decided to do some research during that time, where Tome went with Odyssesh to learn about draconic lore. Luanda Wheatflow went with Kellen to discuss the strange abnormal seeds, and Perenelle Cornwallis went with Disbin in order to kind of start writing propaganda and helping spread the word. And that's kind of where we left off. And Heath kind of went somewhere else, but we hadn't really decided what that was because, again, he wasn't here. But we can easily fix that in the moment. So let us take a moment and rewind a little bit of time back to when the questions with the Fate Hag were asked. It was revealed that Odysseus has a dark passenger, and that he worries that it will either consume him or kill him until if he does not use its power. We rewind to when Gisbin talked about his family and the strange ritual practices, and that somehow he was spared because he had potential. And we learned that he is heir to the Nardleby clan, and all he must do is claim it. We also learned that Kellen, has a brother, a half giant, which a few of you know, but he worries that something bad could happen due to the dreams he had. And with that, he learned that there was an ancient warforged construct, a colossus that is buried deep in the hills of the verdant sea, that is under a horrid amount of disrepair, and that if he finds this place known as the Carnelian Citadel that floats between the large gash that is in the middle of the continent and the Wormspire mountain peak, that he might have answers and have the ability to repair it back to its true form. So we rewind back to then. After hearing all of those answers and those stories, the Fate Hag looks at you, and she goes, "What is it that what is the story you wish to give, Aral?"
So I'm going to tell you how I got into the predicament I'm in. Several years ago, back home, we were, well, I was still a seminarian. We were out doing missionary work. I was traveling through the desert, and I found a man. He was in a sore state. I gave him food, I gave him water, and nursed him back to health. Brought him back to Pentos, and as thanks, he gifted me with the only thing that he had, which was he had what he claimed was a potion of healing. I wasn't going to use it for hydration. Wouldn't have done him much good. But he gave that as payment and thanks, and went on his way. Shortly thereafter, a thing you're familiar with, nightmare started. Rough dreams at first, just waking up in a sweat. Dreams of being chased by something, of darkness encroaching. And I found eventually, while continuing to do my work, that those that I helped would lash out either at me or at others. And if they weren't strong-willed, they couldn't stop themselves. In the time since I left home, I didn't want the lay people of my church to suffer. So I've been on a quest ever since to figure out how to put an end to it. The darkness keeps creeping in, keeps being a presence behind me. But someday it's going to go away, one way or another.
She nods. Well, that is for fate to decide. But I accept your story. what is it that you wish to ask the mighty Skeen?
What happens to those that Tenebris has taken root in when Tenebris is no longer?
You watch as she begins, pulling and looking through this tangled web of light and lines and stars. It will leave a large scar that can either be filled with something else or scabbed over. Those who are too weak may die.
Understood.
And it will also determine how far gone they are. For the wound would be much larger. But I think those who are only in the mere beginnings of their dedication and only influenced on the minorest of levels, they will likely be fine.
I appreciate that. It's a ray of hope from an unexpected source.
Darkness does not exist without light. And she begins kind of pulling at the scheme, and then she kind of begins talking about Tenebris and its, how it must be exposed fully, kind of reiterating that point of shadow can exist, that it must be brought to the light, so it has no place to be harbored. And in that moment, when she mentions Tenebris's name, the place shudders and she vanishes with the looks of concern, like she is about to be caught. And you all wake up, and we kind of fast forward. So you have your answer. So you all have arrived at the library. So Heath, that kind of leaves it up to you, because I know that you while you might decide to go to the library, there are plenty of innocent people who are almost a little bit devastated from the sleep state, which is why I wanted to kind of give it up to you. Is like, are you going to be there caring for those who need recovery, or letting the priests of this city take care of that?
I think Heath is probably heading to the library.
Okay.
He's still, I mean, it's been a while, but he's still kind of gun shy about like giving service to anybody that isn't seasoned.
Okay. So I'll say that maybe you took a little bit of a walk to kind of pull some of your thoughts together when the group headed directly to the learning circle. You kind of were like, you have to, because again, this is a lot happening. You've learned a lot, but also you just rescued a bunch of innocent people who were taken, and like part of you is like, a little reinvigorated, but also like worried that like, how much of you is part of all of this. And you arrive a little bit later to the Ring of Knowledge. You see, you hear some chatter. There's no one at the front desk, but eventually, you see a person you recognize that maybe doesn't belong here. You see a young girl who's about 5 foot, and you recognize her that she is one of the members of the Wizard Tower. This is Benevolence Farlight, the kind of snooty child that you may have interacted with and that Kellen has interacted with. She is kind, because again, these places are very close to each other. but she's kind of standing behind the desk because apparently it seems like the other scribes are occupied at the time. And she kind of sees you enter, doesn't seem to recognize you. How can I help you, sir? And she's like standing, trying to like look really official.
Uh, yes, young lady. I'm here to see what you have source-wise on sources of divine light. We need to be very general and just looking for divine magics in general. I don't know how extensive the library is.
I mean, this is unfortunately, obviously not the Wizard Tower, but I think that we have some books. And she kind of starts looking through some books. Follow me, and she starts taking you around this like spiral walkway that kind of keeps going up the floors. And she begins like going to like obviously like a large section dedicated to religion and divinity. Let's see. I need to pull that up. Roll me a religion check with advantage, as you have a researcher with you.
Woo! That's an 8.
Okay.
Sorry, that's a 12 with a bonus.
All right. That's fine. So you guys begin. So it's like the first thing that you notice. This library pales into comparison to what you're used to. Being that you are from Pentos, where you have all of these religious texts or had them at your fingertips, this place has nothing almost. But you begin looking through it. The things that kind of, obviously to you, one of the first things that comes up is Solaris, the dragon god of sunlight and, order. For other divine lights, it seems like Azertunis might be maybe with like no sorry, not Azertunis, Tempest Volans of the Colossi Pantheon, being like a storm lord. And then it seems like maybe Empora or Dita Skelos of the Titan gods. It's a crafting and like fire, so light could be under them. It seems like maybe Galder Elsko of the Archfey Pantheon might be a good person to look for. But as you're kind of looking through this, it does not seem to come with anything like a specific, like holy relics or ancient times. But then part of your brain kind of begins to wander. And you think of the shape of Pentos. The 5, cathedrals that are walling this, like, land that has been dead and defiled by Orcus's fall. But in the center is this, like, holy chapel where the ancient hero of time, Orway McLean, used his last divine energy and sacrificed himself, and in a flash destroyed Orcus, but the land was, radiated with this undeath. But in that one spot, there was a holy part that the dead energy does not touch. And you think that maybe there, if you could lure and use it, you might be able to use Tempos, or Pentos, those cathedrals, their positioning. Your head starts flowing with ideas. And, like, in your head, you begin to kind of see the idea of, like, maybe some sort of, like, large divine ritual. Could be, like, using Pentos's cathedrals as a cage or something. But then you realize that the back of that land leads right into the chasm. And so you need a 6 point to make this a true trap. But that's all kind of like as you're researching and reading, and then you begin to start pulling up like geography and like the placements of the cathedral towers and like ancient divine rituals of like light and like you begin spending the next few hours kind of looking into that possibility. Um, uh, Norm. So because you have plenty of time, you can kind of like take out these seeds one at a time. Cast identify. It only leaks into
Okay.
the air a certain amount of time for 10 minutes, and then you put it back. So I might be able to add this to it. I will see what I can do. But you effectively have uh, a bunch of different seeds. You have a total of 16 seeds in the
Okay.
bag. I might be able to add it later, but you have 2 ale seeds, 2 bonfire seeds, a bridge seed. Here, actually, I'm just gonna. I don't need to read it out loud. I will just send it into the Discord because that is
Okay.
way easier than me telling you what it has. And you can, if you want, once we get a little bit more time, I can get you. What the fuck is it called? I can get you the what they all do if you can't find it. So I sent them to the
Okay.
Discord. So you kind of begin going through them, and you know that a lot of these seeds, like you throw down a stallion seed, it summons a horse. You sundown, a road seed, it creates a road through, a certain, length of speed. You combine that with a tavern seed, it creates a tavern with a road that's fully stocked. Like again, these are strange Shadowfell seeds full of shadow magic. You have dragon seeds, which I'm pretty sure summon dragons. Anyway,
Wild.
but you begin. You have a collection of these 16 seeds that were given to you by Dottie. Okay. So, Rennie, it's been a few hours. You guys, she's a little bit like smudged with ink. You've been like pointing, but again, now you have like a poster board behind you or a caulk board where she's been like, putting up ideas and like stringing them together to be like, how do we sell this? How do we do this? And it kind of comes down to, with your persuasion check, she seems to have like honed in on your idea. And like, so she's made these pamphlets, like, watch, like you've been describing the cultists you've encountered. You've been describing their magics. You even like, you kind of like, though you may not have the knowledge, like maybe you run over to Kellen and you get the translation for all the like the runic language they use. Their like hidden script, and like you begin like putting out, helping her translate the hidden script so that people know what to look for. And it's going to take her a few hours.
Yeah, make a little like guide on the back of the pamphlet, like
And she goes, well, so we have a lot. It's going to obviously take a little bit of time. How are we going to?
Of course.
How are we going to spread this? Do you have an organization? Do you have like a money that you can give me, and I can put it into like the papers for you? I don't have that now.
So I am. I'm part of the group of the Bastion of the Strong. We're the Watchers. I don't know if you've heard of us, but I think for something like this we would need. Is there a way that you could like make a lot of papers very quickly with ink on them?
She goes. We do have a press. I get what, like, I can make the press. The problem is, I could get it out to this town. I'm trying to think of the networking you're looking for. That was more I'm asking. I can plaster this town full. I'm sure that also with your sterling reputation and what you've done, I'm sure the Baron or Baroness will gladly help you. I'm just trying to get how we go forward from here.
I mean, so I guess what I'm thinking, right? Of course, we spread the message here because, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be curious with people returning and, they'll talk to them about what they saw. And then we can fill in the gaps with the pamphlet and like make everyone here aware so something like that doesn't happen again, which is great. But you're right. If we have to get it out far and wide, I have some coin. If you would be willing to like manage messengers, I have friends in Draven's Rest. I don't know if I necessarily have an organization that can help. I know the Golden Roosters. I'm in good with them. Are they? Do they have a presence here in this town, in the city?
No, she goes. They are part of the Draven's Rest specifically. Those nightly orders, kind of
Mm.
all, but they come to help the kingdom whenever they're called for. I mean, here, why don't you know? I mean, I know that you have a guild hall in town for the Watchers.
Yeah,
So maybe I can.
yeah. I've met with them.
Maybe we can coordinate with them because I don't imagine you will be staying in the area.
No, no, we're probably going to be leaving within a day or two. Um, could I give you a small stipend of money and you could hire town criers, messengers, more ink for the printing press or whatever? Does that
Yep.
make sense?
She nods, and then and once we have this started, it's going to be much easier. I mean, I'm sure that if your contacts in the Hall of Vigilance are available, they might be able to get word out to others, and we can get messengers and riders. It's going to take a little while, but I think we can at least start here.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Um, I don't know what's a good amount, and I'll kind of start rooting around. I'll go over to Reggie and I kind of like dig into his saddlebags. And Gene, I'm gonna pull out 97 gold,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go. Does this feel like a good amount? And I'll put it on her desk.
I think to start, I mean, I definitely think we're going to need more, but I think we can handle this from here. I'll get in contact with your people.
I mean, I have more gold.
And she goes, "This is going to be an endeavor that's going to take money and time on a consistent level. It depends
Okay.
how far and wide you want the message started. How about we start with this, and I should be able to get where we need to go, and then maybe through the contacts that you have, they'll be able to help out."
Okay, absolutely. So you hold on to this for all of your needs and to get things off the ground. Here, Gene, I'll get like a blank piece of paper or like a piece of vellum, and I'll take out a pen and I'll write, my name is Disbin Tenderfoot, a watcher who has taken his oaths, who has been witnessed by Master Thaddeus, right? And I kind of write out my like official kind of thing, and like I hereby decree the truth of these words.
Excellent.
And I'll go, okay, so I'm going to give this to you, and I'm going to ask if you could send kind of like what we've been discussing about, like we have to spread the message as wide as we can. If you could send this letter directly to the Hall of Vigilance at the Bastion of the Strong, they are going to have a lot more resources than I personally do. But this should make sure any letter they receive is taken seriously.
And you have like a small seal so that you can like press it.
Yeah.
And she goes, okay. So Rennie, please make me another persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, coming in hot, Gene. Persuasion, advantage. Not 20, baby, 24.
24. All right. Now I'm going to ask you for a
It
heart.
didn't show up on the screen.
I don't know
why. But yeah,
Yeah, no, it's not showing up on the roll thing. All right. So I'm going to ask you for now one more thing, and it's going to be a little harder for Dizzy. I need a history check with advantage.
Okay. I don't know why my rolls aren't. All right, I'll work on that later. It's not important. All right. With advantage, that's a 19 on the die for a total of 18.
Okay. Great. So it seems like everything that you remember, you've put together a good case. And with the way you've kind of eloquated your words and she's kind of honed down, you think that you've done a great, like story. She said, and you guys are working on this for like hours, where she's like writing things out.
Yeah.
You see her; she's calling other junior scribes that are like not even apprentices. And like when she finishes one thing, she's like, "All right, get this to the presses," and she hands them some money, and like starts working on it. So Alexa, stop. Yeah, everyone who's listening, there we go. So, and it seems like you have something to come together. This is obviously going to take many days to at least get executed, or at least some of it will be executed in town. But it's going to be a
Yeah.
process as it spreads. And she's like, "Well, I should be able to give you some stuff so that on your travels you'll have some things maybe to give out and spread."
Wonderful.
Yeah. So she's like, "I can get you some pamphlets pre-built for yourself." So Rennie, roll me a d20.
You got it. 1d20.
Uh huh.
That would be a 14.
You have 14 copies of your message.
Great.
So,
What should we call this? Is this sort of like the end of shadows, or like light to the shadows? Or
yeah,
something?
whatever names you want to give it. She's given you a few different copies.
Okay.
Of some posters that you can post up, maybe 2 or 3 pamphlets. Like things that she could have gotten
Great.
out quickly. She's given you, over the next day or two, she should be able to get you all of that so that you guys can leave in a orderly manner. All right. And
Excellent.
so, and then Norm, for you, it takes you about obviously 11 minutes per identify. So after
Long
almost
time.
like 3 hours or 4 hours of casting magic, you now know what all of these seeds are.
Awesome.
And I'll say, because you've kind of been studying, with this lady, you can have advantage to identify otherworldly flora.
Okay.
So you can kind of just write that as a note on your character sheet that due to your study of, otherworld, you can now identify, and I'll say that can help you with, like, if you're trying to make strange or powerful objects using otherworldly materials.
Okay, it's like a one-time thing, right?
No, you just have advantage on the check,
Oh, okay.
as you've learned and studied, and I'm sure you could also take some of these books. Your books aren't restricted, so like your books are able to be, copied. If you want copies of the books, they will effectively charge you about 25 gold a book, and you can just have copies of them.
Okay, so how many books?
Roll a d4.
Okay. Take a look at my cash. Here comes the D4.
Mm-hmm.
1.
So it seems like you get a condensed amount into one book, so it costs you 25 gold.
Okay. Let's see. Equipment. Know I have a gem here. I do. I have 150 gold piece gem to provide. Would I be able to get like a gem back or the equivalent in gold?
No.
But that's
Nuh-uh. But
no. Okay.
she'll take the tip, and she really appreciates your contribution to the library.
Okay. Good. Now I will add a book.
Flora, extraplanar. Yeah, you have like a composition on extraplanar flora.
Extraplanar flora.
So that means that as long as it's a non-material plane object, you will have advantage identifying it and stuff.
Okay.
All right. So, as you guys spend the next few hours kind of doing this, it all kind of wraps up. You guys are pretty exhausted. It's very late in the evening. You've been burning the midnight oil. And you guys kind of, uh, you know, they're eventually closing. And you guys all meet back up, maybe at the bar that you're staying at. And you kind of have a decision to make. As you know that if you stay here long, likely the royalty and the rulers of the land are going to want to interview you, going to want to wine and dine you. It will take time. You will have obligations due to nobility's demand. Or so you could stay and enjoy that, but that will likely eat some more time. Or if you leave probably in the next few days, because they're still probably taking care of all of the victims who were rescued. So you probably have a day or two before you have to leave, or else you will be embroiled into the political flow of the world and the results of your heroics.
Yeah. And this is Castle Grim, the capital, right, Gene?
Yes, this is the castle, and this is the capital.
So we have, and we basically meet back up at the inn to kind of figure this out.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, what do you think, Kellen? I don't think you want to get involved in parties and fancery, right?
Oh, while it's nice to be recognized for good stuff for a change, we usually get the bad news, but
Sure.
we do have places to go, and I really hate to get bogged down with all this stuff that ultimately is not really that much use when we're losing time in the field.
I think the pomp and circumstance would be wasted. We should move on with our quest.
Oh, that was easy.
I kind of agree, but I mean, here's the deal. All of our normal needs for the journey, I got Thrag to go ahead and get us food and water and like stuff that we'll need kind of going forward. I will say though, we found a bar of mithril. I'm sorry, 2 bars of mithril. We found a bar of adamantine. There might be some stuff in this town that's worth getting before we cross the desert. I know we're going to go and get some mounts maybe at the town right before the desert, but we might want to get some potions. Listen, I got a bunch of potions of healing. I'm feeling good about that. But, deserts can get real hot. Maybe it's not a bad idea to get stuff that might help with that. I don't know. There also could be some powerful magical artifacts, because if we're going to be traveling the desert and we don't even know what we're going to encounter once we get to Ralford's tower. We don't even know where Ralford is. So I kind of just want to be as prepared as possible, I guess is what I'm saying.
Well, if we have a day, what do you think you could accomplish in a day?
Well, I have some stuff that Sure. I have some stuff that I want to sell. Some of it's mundane gear. I have a suit of chainmail, a great axe, just some normal stuff. Again, I also have those bars of rare minerals. I don't exactly have magical items that I want to sell, but there might be stuff worth buying. Not that I have a lot of money now. And I want to talk to Thrag. So I guess maybe do some shopping. Maybe maybe just talk to Thrag and let him know kind of what we need to let him know going forward. I don't really have anything else unless you can think of something, Kellen.
Well, I do have an extra suit of half plate, and I am low on cash. I would want to sell that. But as far as the bars, I am capable of smithing something. If you have a sense of what you want, I can probably draw up some plans. And I mean, with bars, we could be limited, but I might be able to make stuff. But then again, I'm just going to be prohibited by time. But I could work on the item as we have some downtime in our travels. And Just keep the stuff in one of my 2 bags of holding.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's the question, Kellen. Do you want to hold on to these rare materials in case you find some time to work with them, and then in that case, we'll just sell like the other stuff?
I could do that, but give me a sense if there's things you're looking for. I mean, obviously you need equipment as well. I feel that I'm pretty well equipped at the time. If there's anything metal wise you'd like me to craft on it, I could do some measurements on you and kind of work towards that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll say this, and Diz kind of like will stand up from the table. He kind of like pounds on his chest. This armor is pretty powerful. My the long tooth that I carry is pretty powerful as well. However, my shield, I've kind of had this thing for a while. I mean, I know it has the Guardian emblem on it, but the nice thing is I can move the Guardian emblem to something else. So honestly, I wouldn't mind a new shield.
Okay, I could certainly look at that if I have enough bars. Otherwise, I could perhaps work a couple things on the shield to make like these little gullies in there, and I could reinforce it with the metals. But let me work out the numbers, and I can get back to you on that.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
All right. I guess so. Yeah, some trading, and again, like Diz would like take out. Like I know there is Gemma of Unearthed Antiquities. I know they sell some not great stuff. There's an auction house, but supposedly the stuff there is expensive. There's a mercantile guild, which is good for alchemy stuff. Are you an alchemist, Kellen? Can you make alchemy stuff?
Yes, I am trained in alchemy tools, and like I have tools for pretty much anything. But I'm primarily trained in alchemy.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we can get supplies there, and maybe you can make some potions on the road. I don't know. And then there's one more. There's a dwarven smithy who we haven't visited yet. I mean, we haven't visited any of these places yet, but I do want to just go by the smithy. Like, I don't know, my dad, he was a smith, and he said you can kind of tell the quality of a place by how much they support their blacksmiths. And I don't know how true that is, but I figure we'll check them out, right? Maybe they can work those bars.
Okay, yeah, we can look at that. Plus, I'm looking to get rid of some half plate. I'll be happy even if getting half price for it because they are pretty considerably expensive.
Okay. Sure. So I'll say this. Why don't we take a day? Let's do some. Let's sell some stuff. Let's talk to any contacts that we need, and then if we don't have anything else for that second day, I say we leave in 2 days, but we'll leave on the second day morning, right? We'll just like head out in the morning.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right. Come on, Reggie. I'm tired. And I think we will crash for the evening, Gene.
All right. So, you spend your evening, resting. Just so you were clarified, the dwarven smithy was actually the smithy that was ruined that you found.
Say that again. It was ruined?
So that smithy you found where you found the great sword in the barrow, that I believe is the dwarven smithy.
Oh, yes. Okay, I have that at 28. Yep, yeah. You're right. You're right.
That's why I was like,
cool.
I don't think there was specifically a dwarven smithy in town, but that is a dilapidated working smithy. You spend the evenings, remembering and just thinking about everything that has happened so far. And just kind of like, seeing where you guys are at now. You probably have a day or two before you have to leave, because if you don't, you will then be embroiled into politics and heroics, and will likely delay your adventure because those in charge will want to parade you around and do that stuff. Um, you wake up the next morning, and there is a familiar person waiting in the inn for you. She. Uh,
Oh my God, is it Jaron Trugust? Because that guy, he's not.
no, not
I
that
have my eyes
familiar.
out for that guy.
No, no, no. It is. What's her face? Da, 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 da.
Is it Bertha?
Yes, Bertha. She kind of
Bertha Chaucer?
she looks exhausted because she obviously always does either the evening shift or not. But she kind of like she looks around. She's cloaked so that people don't really recognize her. But she kind of is waiting at a table for you where there is breakfast already set for her as she is eating. Oh, oh.
I will. Oh, God.
No, she
Sorry.
kind of like waves you over when she sees you come down for the day.
I'll call out to Angmar and go, "Hey, Angmar, can we get breakfast for everyone? We're gonna sit over there."
She nods, and you see her
Um,
working coffee and stuff.
I'll pop. I'll pop 2 gold her way to cover everything, and I will head over to Bertha.
All right. So Bertha's kind of sitting there. She's definitely looking around. You notice that she seems to be like guarded. And then when you sit, you kind of see her relax. She goes.
Oh, we lost Tom again. Hi, Miss Bertha. Is everything okay?
Uh,
And I'll kind of rub the sleep out of my eyes.
she goes. Yes. Everything is fine. I noticed you all were not around over the past day, but I know the nobles have been kind of asking about you. They wanted to make sure that you were recognized for your heroics and glory. I told them that after the ordeal that you would all need some rest. But I know that they are expecting at least an audience within the next few days. But until then, I wanted to give you a reward that was drummed up by both the kingdom and our personal coffers for saving the families and doing all the good you could. And she pulls out a fucking large sack. And she puts it down. It's more like so. It's like probably like 2 fists worth of like weight. She puts it down.
Wow, thank you.
That's more than kind of you.
Well, I mean, there was a reward for the quest, and I know that the families will be, honestly, so happy, and those who survive, and we'll help those who maybe have lost loved ones. But you've done a great service. I mean, it seems like everyone's been sleeping better, and you guys would have noticed that the town is definitely a little more chipper. It seems like the plague nights, you guys had a great night's sleep tonight for the first time in many. Like everything seemed a little bit chipper. People seem more aware, more focused. Um, but she goes, "This is yours.
Well,
You may want to keep this private. It's a lot of money."
I'll slide the bag towards Kellen, as Kellen is our as our resident banker and accountant.
I'll just dump it in the bag of holding right now, and we'll look at it later.
Okay,
I want to
yeah,
pull out this
you
kind
just,
of cash in
you
public.
just drop the bag right directly into the bag of holding, and it goes away. And she goes, "But we wanted to let you know that we are truly in your debt. Um, if there's any more we can do for you, please. I know many of the churches have donated to this reward for you, so you would be welcome at any of those. Though I did get a I don't know, it was oh, someone had I know one of the priests wanted to do a formal complaint about you all, but I don't know what it was about. Something about facial hair and rudeness, but I just ignored him. But just letting you know that you may not want to You may not want to visit there specifically. Where the heck's yeah, yeah.
I think he was.
Don't go to Tempest Volans. I know Dane is not very happy with your crew.
Who? Dane?
Dane Keenseeker, the head priest. Apparently, one of your dragonborn or your dragonkin friend was a little rude.
That's how he usually is.
Dane. I mean, he has his own customs. They're just different than ours.
I think he accused the man of being sick and ill, and that he wanted to save his life. And that feels. Listen, I'm not here to judge customs. That would be rude of me. But I just wanted to let you know that we all thank you. And if there's anything we can do for you, let us know.
Of course. You're very welcome. I mean, Miss Bertha, can I ask you a question? I mean, you've lived in Castle Grim for a while, right?
Mm-hmm. Of course, of course.
Listen, we're happy that people are okay. I'm truly happy they're getting help, and we rescued as many people as we could. But we don't really want all this fanfare and recognition and all this stuff. If there's a favor you could do for me and Jean, I'm going to pull out a pamphlet and hand it off to her and go, if you could take this pamphlet and maybe spread it around the other temples and maybe your own people as well. We kind of learned that part of the reason that what happened was able to happen is because it happened in secret, is that people didn't know what was going on, and this is a way for people to be more aware.
Yes. She takes it and she kind of begins like thumbing through it. Oh wow, this is a much deeper issue than we even realized. So you're saying that these dream was involved with this being? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, she seems to be like a little shocked. Like, again, no one really knew what was going on. Yes, of course, I would gladly. Yes, I will. In the next few days, maybe when we're brought in front of the ruling council and the churches assemble, I will begin spreading word about what is happening, and hopefully we'll see you there. Of course.
I will be, again, perfectly honest with you, Miss Bertha. I think we're leaving soon. And I don't want to seem ungrateful, but we have a very, very far way to go.
Okay. I mean, she seems like she's like out of her depth of like asking you for anything. So she's like, well, you do whatever you need to do, but we will definitely remember the kind deed that all of you have done. And she kind of, she after eating a little bit of breakfast, she will excuse herself. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Please, hopefully that helps you along your journey. And she will begin making her way out of the inn.
Bye, Miss Bertha.
She waves to you.
Thank you kindly.
And
You don't think she's going to give us up, do you?
Give us up to who?
Tell the people that we're leaving.
I mean, Miss Bertha, she watched over us in the dreams. I think I think she's here for our best interest. I could be wrong, but I'm a pretty good judge of character.
Well, hopefully we can
Reggie's
leave.
a good judge of character.
bark.
I agree. I think that we're probably safe.
Heath, I had a question. Again, I noticed that we've been in a couple of fights together, and you had a pretty rough time. I have something that might help you. And Diz will kind of reach under his armor, and he takes off a chain and locket, and he'll kind of present it to you. it's funny actually when we left our home, and I kind of like gestured between me and Kellen. When we left home, we stopped at an inn, and there was a man whose daughter had gone missing, and we helped find her, and she gave me this as a gift. And while the little girl's mother was no longer around, the mother, whatever love that she had for her daughter, made this necklace powerful, and I think it might be able to protect you. Tom, out of character, I'm going to put a locket of protection into the party equipment so you can take a look at it.
Oh, brilliant.
It is quote unquote a ring of protection.
Wonderful. It's appreciated. This means a lot. There's a good feeling about it.
I don't know, your story really, and Dizzy kind of like just shakes his head. I liked your story. And I think you try to help people, and I think it's good to, you know, keep something like this close to you.
Well, thank you. Like as I said, this means a lot. It's got deep roots.
Yeah, and besides, I think I'm gonna try to use this weird dwarf sword, and I'll take out this giant great sword.
It's as tall as you are. Like,
Oh, for sure. It's probably
It has to be
taller.
it's probably bigger
It
than
has to be
you
taller
are.
than he is. Yeah.
Um,
Please don't hurt yourself with it.
I probably won't. I mean, I'm gonna see how it works, and I strap it back to my back.
All right, yeah. So it's morning, and the day is yours.
Um, cool. All right. There is a Gene, if I remember correctly, there's a market
Yes.
on this side of town, right?
I believe it is 24. It's the Mercantile Guild. That's like a
I
whole big
believe so as
market
well. The
square.
Mercantile Guild.
Yep, that whole area is like
I
a merchant square and all that stuff.
great. I think we're heading there.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, just Heath, to quickly catch you up. We figured today we're gonna try to sell some stuff. We're gonna see if there's things we can buy out there. I'm interested in maybe a shield, maybe some potions. Again, we have a long journey in front of us. We don't know the next time we're gonna have access to civilization, so we figure we're gonna shop as much as we can today. Maybe hit up any contacts last minute, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna roll out.
Beautiful.
Hey, Gene, what's
Indeed, I could stand to shop around a bit myself, I think.
Hey, Gene, what's the gold figure so I can make sure everybody has some spending cash?
So when you look into the pouch, it has 150 platinum pieces.
Okay.
Ooh.
And they
So
are,
what, divided by 4?
Yeah, they are solidly marked. They have the Stravand like sigil of like this is definitely came directly from the treasury of like the kingdom.
Okay.
Do we just want to divvy that up?
Yep.
So what, 150 divided by 4?
30, 37 and a half platinum.
Oh boy.
That's pretty good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so you guys make your way to the merchant guild. Again, so it's like this large open area that's kind of like turned into like a little bit of a flea market, but mixed around it, all the buildings surrounding it are like storefronts. And with the big square building being like the actual headquarters. It's a bustling market. I mean, people are shopping, people are trying to hawk wares, people are shouting, trying to get people's attentions. It's a hubbub around. Um, with a quick observance, it seems to have mundane equipment. You don't see really anything magical. You don't like there are herbalists, so like you can definitely get like healing potions and antidotes that are of the most basic quality that you'd be able to get out of the player's handbook. Uh, but if you want something a little bit more potent, you think you might have to head over to the more specialized yeah, you think you might either have to head over to what's it called? The antiquities place, or Serpent Crest auctions if you want like truly magical items. But roll me let's go with everyone make me an investigation check.
22.
I got a 20, not that.
Nice.
18, which might as well be a million for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, so I mean, you do find a little bit of a few things that like maybe stand out. So you do see that there is someone who is while they're an herbalist, they seem to have a little bit more exotic potions. So they might have available to you any of the depending on what you're looking for, some of the more uncommon potions from the DMG. But nothing above uncommon. So if there's anything weird you'd like from there, definitely let me know. They're willing to work with you and at certain prices. But yeah, you can definitely sell your equipment. If there's anything you want to sell, you can definitely sell it for half price.
Half price. Good.
All half? Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna have to save up for the next like 2 years out of game to afford plate mail.
I mean, you could probably afford plate mail right now if you took all that money that everyone got.
What armor do you currently wear, Heath?
He's wearing split, so he's not like poorly off.
No, but we'll come together to get you. Yeah, give me a sec. Let me just get how much money we get for all this mundane crapola we have.
Yep.
Okay, you're doing you have your half plate, right? You're gonna sell that.
I am. Is there any way maybe we can kind of package it as a deal to get half plate that's a bigger size?
Um, 35 and 35 is 70, 37. Nice. Well, I just made 80 gold on all this trash. Okay, so back to what I was saying. You have split mail. Okay. Um, well, I mean, you just got a ton of money.
Depending on how pricing goes, it may be reasonable to buy some enchanted splint mail, which honestly may be cheaper than plate mail.
I mean, I'd rather.
Got you. Held it up in his bag of holding and pull out a big glob of 40 pounds worth of gear, and he says, "Here, you're welcome to use my half plate as like a down payment on something better." So the half price value is $375.
That's mighty kind of you. We'll either have some more walking around money or a slightly better armored Heath.
I mean, Otis just looks. I have money if you need some.
I have money too. Um, I'd rather you, if we're gonna keep doing this thing, I want you to be well equipped. Um, I have a few hundred gold I can send your way. I got 300 or 400 gold for you.
Let's see what's available from the other shops before we go spending everything we have on just armor.
Yeah. So as you're looking around here, hold on. There definitely the rare potion person that you have found. Let me go find these magic items. Let's go with potion. Comet.
I wouldn't mind a potion of growth or 5.
All right. So they have. Potion of fire. They have some potions of hill giant strength. She does have potions of growth, or she has like one or two. Um, what the fuck? Potion of pugilism. She has some potions of resistance of varying types. Um, she has she has regular potions of healing, but also potions of greater healing. And
What
much
is
is
a
a greater
potion
healing?
of?
sorry, hold on. I'm looking that up right now. A potion of what?
Greater healing?
Okay.
If you need those, Kellen, I have 3. If you want
Oh,
one or
well, that
2.
would be great. 'Cause, yeah, I'm not really holding any. I don't need it, but I could have to use it in a pinch. So if you could give me one, that would be amazing.
Well, here I have regular potions of healing at 2. So here, why don't you take 1 potion of greater healing and 2 of regular healing?
Perfect. Thank you.
So she'll sell potion of greater healing for 150 each.
Okay.
Heath, do you have potions of healing?
I have a single potion of superior healing.
Why don't you take this potion of greater healing and this regular potion of healing?
Gladly.
1 regular, 1 greater.
The potion of growth she will charge 200 gold for.
Ooh. Reggie really likes potions of growth. He says they taste delicious. All right. Well, let's put that on the list. I might here, I'll just make a little note. Um, potion of growth 200 and potion of greater 150.
And she'll sell the potions of resistance for 100.
Okay. Okay. Let's, I guess, look around a little more before we, before we definitely spend. I also have this wind fan, which I like it, but I can certainly trade it around. It is good, but okay. Oh, Gene, how much gold did Thrag basically charge me, quote unquote? Because I know I put 100 aside for supplies.
No, I think that's fine. Don't worry about it.
100?
Yeah,
Great.
more than enough stuff.
Cool. Yeah, I want to make sure I just am all up to date. Okay. All right. So we want your armor I want a shield. Okay. I guess let's check out the auction house.
Sweet. Yeah. So you guys sailed in on the boat where the guy was dropping off some stuff for the auction house. So you'll be heading over to the Serpent's auction house right by the dock.
Yeah,
If you,
it's the
yeah.
Serpent's Crest.
Yeah. You head over toward the Serpent Crest. People are milling about. Ships are coming in. Could all of you give me a persuasion check, please?
Womp womp womp.
Yeah.
Whoa, a rare 18.
Total of 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
Total of 14. Okay.
Can Reggie give me the help action by being a great, adorable puppy?
Sure.
Sweet. Oof. A powerful 8.
Okay. And then let me roll for Otisesh. Oh boy, not good either. Persuasion. Oh, actually not terrible though. A 10. Alright. Alright. Give me a second as I kind of see what's up for auction. Alright. Kellen, roll me a d4.
Okay. 4.
4. Okay. Hold on. Now I gotta do some quick lists. Yeah, so you guys be on going in, trying to like look for what is available, for buying. 19. Um, 100.
Is there a good story behind this half plate of yours at all?
Mine? No. It was my first decent piece of armor until I have the suit I'm wearing now. So you could
I
sell
was
it. I'm
wondering
not
if
opposed.
we might auction it off, see if we get a better price.
I always keep good care of it. I'm very meticulous, but you can certainly try. I wouldn't mind. I'm not the best one for haggling.
All right. Heath, roll me a d4.
Got it, boss. 3.
All right.
Heath, are you good at haggling?
I'm not the worst at haggling.
Do you want to see how much you can get for this wind fan? And I'll take out a fan.
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right, buddy. I believe in you. I did blow off a bunch of pirates off of a pirate ship with this fan. So it is really cool.
I'm going to admire the fan for a bit.
Yeah.
I'll put it in our party inventory so you can take a look at it.
All right, and then Rennie, could you roll me 2d4?
Ooh, sure.
2d4. Do good.
I got a total of 6.
Okay. See if they have the things you're looking for. All right. So as you guys arrive at the auction house, you see people are waiting around trying to see what the next few items are up for grabs, and you see that there is a selection. So it looks like the items that will be auctioned today will be a set of magical pigments, a potion of healing in of the one of the more greater varieties, the supreme, a portable
Oh.
hole, a potion of invisibility. I don't really. Let's say someone roll me a d6.
I think Norm's up.
E6, okay. Mm. 4.
4. So it looks like there will be crossbow bolts, enchanted crossbow bolts. There's an oil of etherealness, a set of
That's cool.
sending stones, a drift globe, a potion of animal friendship, a powerful third level scroll, but they don't know what it is because it's not opened yet. A saddle of the cavalier, a Keotiman's ointment, and a potion of growth.
I'll kind of nudge Heath. I want that potion of growth. If we can get it for less than 150, it's totally worth it. No, 200. 200. Less than 200.
It was being sold for 200 at the shop, and we'll see what we can do. Are we able to add anything to the tallies today?
So as you kind of like start talking to one of the representatives, you see them wearing the serpent crest. You're looking to auction off an item.
Indeed, we have this fan of gusts that we would like to put up for auction.
Give me 1 second. And you see she heads into the back, and she gets a gentleman who has spectacles on. He pushes the spectacles up. You watch as runes begin to glow around them, and he kind of starts examining the fan. Seems like an enchanted fan of uncommon magical quality. Yes, we could enter this. It would obviously we would take our 10% fee, of course, if it is to sell, and minimum is for you to pay us 10 gold just to put it up in case you don't make the 10%.
That feels reasonable.
All right, I will add that. I will add that to today's auction. We will be likely starting our auction within the next few hours. We'll probably do it in the evening. Once everyone sees everything's out. If you'd like to look at anything beforehand, we could definitely help you. We can't identify it, but we could definitely tell you what we believe its capabilities are.
Wonderful.
Is there anything
Gentlemen,
that fits your interests?
anything piqued your interest, my friends?
Ocean pay of Rothgay.
What about the saddle? Was that of interest to you at all?
I slap Reggie's saddle. Nah, we're good. They look stunningly similar.
Very good. I don't think I've ever seen you unhorsed. You know what I mean?
No.
And there are, so there's some magical pigments, like pots of, there are 4 magical pigments pots that they say they have for like one set. They have a potion of supreme healing, a portable hole, a potion of invisibility, a drift globe, crossbow bolts of magical that are magically enchanted, an oil of etherealness, two sets of sending stones, or a set of sending stones, a drift globe, a potion of animal friendship, a third level spell scroll, obviously spell of the cavalier, some Keoton's ointment, and a potion of growth, and now a wind fan. Is there anything you guys are looking to specifically buy besides the potion of growth?
None of that really. Like the sending stones are helpful, but we've got other stuff we want to spend money on.
Okay.
The Keoton's ointment isn't terrible, but it's a good healing item. And it's got a few uses, and it can do like diseases or poisons. It can do more
Yes,
than just heal.
I do have some of that on my person. I have 3 doses.
Oh, never mind. Carry on.
And it is very handy.
Okay. Well, if that is the case, then we will just kind of quickly go over. People begin, bidding over over the few items. I guess Heath, since you are kind of like going to be auctioning off this fan, make me a persuasion check.
Sure thing. He's going to try and give the story about the pirates, like kind of exaggerating a story about Dizzy fending off a bunch of pirates and blowing all of them off and then sailing the ship away. Mostly trying to leverage that as an assist from Dizzy on the roll.
I'll
totally. Yeah.
I could do Flash of Genius on that for +5.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, that's a nat 20 for a total of 33.
Okay.
With the Flash of Genius.
Let's see. So it's an uncommon magic item, I believe, the wind fan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is. It's uncommon.
Yeah.
Yep. Roll me a. Let me find what I. You're gonna roll me a die. I just need to figure out what type of die it is.
D10,000.
Yeah. So roll me 2d6, but take the highest.
All right, then I will take a 6.
All right. So they. Yeah. So it gets bid all the way up to 600 gold, but you will make 540 because they take their 10% cut. All right.
That feels pretty good for a wind fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time.
And then you guys are trying to bid on the potion of growth.
Yes.
All right. I'm trying to think of what kind of interest people would have for this. Not probably a huge, but considering. How about you? As you guys are kind of milling and bidding, someone roll me a persuasion check as you kind of like doing your best to keep the prices low. So someone make me either persuasion or intimidation when you're doing the bidding process.
I'll do a persuasion.
Sure.
What'd you roll?
That is a 15.
Flash of Genius that.
Oh yeah. So Kellen kind of whispers over to you, goes, that guy. He tells you exactly when to bid to intimidate them, and tells you like how he knows that person doesn't have enough money. Okay. Roll me 2d6 and take the lowest.
2d6, take lowest. I'll take the 1.
All right.
100.
So you can win it at 100 gold.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll
Okay.
take that for 100.
Cool. Excellent. That and the rest of the stuff, kind of, some things don't sell. Some of the more exotic potions, like, the potion, the oil of etherealness doesn't sell because people are like, that's weird. But the potion of invisibility sells. The portable hole sells. The pigments sell. Most everything else kind of sells. But yeah. maybe one of the knightly orders, someone buys a saddle of the cavalier, to help with horsemanship. And throughout the night, your night is pretty much spent. But before that, if you wanted to try to buy other things, because I know you want to try to buy like a shield or other armor, there is another place that does sell magical items, but they may not be of the most legal variety.
I don't know how I
It's gonna
feel
be like a
about
suit of
this.
plate armor, but made out of crack cocaine.
Yeah, 100%.
It's drug money plate mail.
Pretty much. Definitely wasn't found in a tomb.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna delete this fucking wind fan. Bye bye. All right. I guess we can go. I don't. Maybe I let you guys go in there, and if you see a good shield, maybe you get it for me for my birthday, and you don't tell me where it came from.
That sounds very
Yeah.
honest.
That sounds like it might be wise.
All right.
AJ,
Well-
with the medals I have, do I have a sense of what I can make for Rennie's character?
I mean, I would say with 2 bars of mithril, I would say you could probably make armor. With the 1 bar of adamantine, you could reinforce something. And technically, with the single bars, you could also probably make a weapon, like a smaller weapon, like a one-handed weapon.
Nice.
But if you want to like make the shield, you could definitely. There's nothing stopping you from taking the 2 bars of mithril and the piece of adamantine. You could probably make a wildly baller shield, but again, that's going to take time if you want it to be that impressive.
Okay.
But you could definitely reinforce by like doing an adamantine banding on a shield. That seems like pretty easy. Not easy, but like that seems like a quicker job. Up to you. I mean, the answer is
whatever
yes.
you think, Rennie.
I honestly, I mean, if we're talking out of character, I'd rather Kellen make something for Dizzy than like use a bar just to reinforce my crappy regular shield. You know what I mean?
I can make a boss shield, but it'll just take a long time to do it.
Yeah, cool.
That's okay.
Well, let's go. It's not. I'm not hurting for armor class, dude.
Okay.
All right. So you guys enter. So you guys make your way to what number is it? To number 7. It's after the auctions. You guys had a great time. Everything was well, but this woman keeps very late hours. Disbin and Reggie are kind of hanging outside the shop so they don't overhear anything. But you see,
Yeah, Gene. If there's like a noodle shop or like a food vendor, I'm just gonna go and hang out over there, kind of thing.
You kind of hang out over there. You guys notice the room, the store is lit with continual lights of different colors, like magentas, some greens, some blues. And in the back corner of the shop, as you enter, everything seems meticulous. You notice that there are like 3 or 4 like brave adventurers posed, made of stone, like gesturing in the air or pointing at the door. Kind of lined throughout the shop. There are glass cases everywhere, kind of filled with different items. And behind the counter, you see a veiled and masked. Like all you see, you don't even like a fully veiled facial like hood that you don't even see their face. You see a lovely woman, feminine shaped, but all of their skin and anything you would see is like covered by like a tight leather or like a clearly a cloth that is like covering their, like you see like the bottom part of their face, and it's like it seems like it has a light scaling, but like mostly humanoid.
Is there any kind of a check I can make based on the information available?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Let me see. I rolled a 9. I'm not going to flash a genius now.
Okay. Um, yeah. She stands about 5'10", has a lean build, an edgy, attractive face. Um, but she is the example of modesty, covered head to toe. Uh, and she wears this mask. And you hear, as you enter, there's a bell ring. And she goes, "Welcome to my shop. I am Gemma. What brings you here?"
I'll look over at Heath.
We wanted to peruse the goods. We're adventurers that have had some success here, and we're going to be heading out, and wanted to possibly gird our loins for what's coming, or gird other bits, depending on what you got here.
I mean, I have things for loins, but it depends where you are specifically going. That I might be able to
We
specialize in helping you.
we're going to be hitting several stops, but our next path probably predictably takes us through the desert.
Desert. Do I have anything that protects from the heat? I might have a fruity chain somewhere lying around. I have to look. No. Actually, let's. She begins looking over some of her things. I have this stone. No, that might help. Maybe. She shows you a stone that like is like a. It looks like a tiger's eye that's like polished extremely well. Let's see what else. 20. And oh, that's not bad, I guess. Well, the things that I have currently available, I have. She shows you. You see, there's a stone like this, like super shiny tiger's eye.
Hmm.
Um, that's wildly funny. And next to it is a set of bracers. Are any of you archers that you were looking for?
I am not.
No, ma'am. I apologize.
All right. Well, these are braces of archery. Uh, you see, so one of these like knights that is like covered in stone. You notice that their shield does not seem to be covered in stone, and on the shield is the symbol of an eye. I have that for sale. You see another one of these stone statues, like using the shield to block their sight from her counter. That is also not turned to stone. That seems like a mildly enchanted shield over there. This is one of my prized possessions. You see in a large case, there's a giant hammer carved with lightning bolts across it. Kellen, it radiates magic in a palpable way. That I found. Some sort of giantkin came in here looking to make some coin, so I sold it, or I bought it from them. Apparently, it's very powerful. I'm not sure. And then
How
I have.
much is that?
Oh,
Oh, his eyes are popping out of his sockets.
how much is that? You know, that is. Well, it's a lot. You might have the money. I'm not here to judge. Let's see. For that, I don't think I could go below. Let's see. She looks at you up and down. I love to cut bargains. So, I think carry that. I could probably sell it for 175,000 gold. And
Okay.
that's the least I could get. That's the lowest I could go.
Mm. Yes, I've heard tale of this kind of weapon. It's actually pretty epic.
Oh, and I have this.
Hmm.
So in that same case, uh, you notice that is there seems to be a part of a broken blade that's with the tiger's eye
Hmm.
and the archers and the bracers.
Does that look familiar in any way?
Roll me a history check.
Good. I am good in history. I it's a 16. I'll do a flash of genius on that to bring it up to a dirty 21.
So you try to remember, and you remember that Dizzy has pieces of a broken sword, but
Hmm.
you're not like you'd have to see the sword again to know it's the same piece. Like you don't know if this could be any broken sword, but it
Hmm.
does ring the recollection that Dizzy has collected a few pieces of a broken sword.
As far as the broken sword, what can you tell me about that?
Oh, it was sold to me. Some do-gooder came trying to slay me or something, and well, I had to deal with them, and this was something they had on them.
Hmm. Um,
You,
do I
make
do I?
make me both of you make me perception checks again.
Okay. Yeah, it's not my thing, but I'll give it a shot. Yeah, it's a 2. Or no, 3 total. 3.
Uh huh.
Nat 20.
Perfect.
Yes.
You swear that her hood is moving, almost like her
Hmm.
hair is writhing like snakes. But that'd be crazy.
Of course.
Yeah, it's definitely just her hair shifting around.
But you fully are like, there's something wrong with whatever's happening there.
Hmm.
But that's something you all notice. That I do not know. I mean, it's so sentimental of a piece. I still remember that day, and you watch her look wistfully. In the back of the room, you see what looks like a dwarf who has who has a holy sim or has a symbol on his armor that matches Disbin's shield emblem.
Does that jive with any of the heroes we know about?
No,
Probably, right?
no, he just seems to be he's wearing a piece of the Vigilant Order.
Ah,
And
okay.
you see that his arm is broken at the elbow, like the statue's broken.
Ah, okay. That makes more sense. Um, I am trained with repairing items and such, and I am intrigued by that piece. If you could give me an approximate cost, maybe I could be interested in it.
Oh, well, I'm not sure. I mean, it's so sentimental. It reminds me of some good times. Make me an offer and make it fair. And you notice that though her eyes and top of her face is completely covered, she's definitely making eye contact with you.
Yeah. I mean, would I even have a guess to myself what this thing would be worth?
No, it's just a piece of junk.
'Cause
Like it's a
yeah,
piece of a broken blade.
yeah. I mean,
Is it
to me,
radiant
I
magic at
could.
all?
It is. It does. I know it is magical. It is magical in nature. I just
Can I make an Arcana check?
sure.
17.
Yeah, it definitely has a bit of magic, but it's definitely dulled due to it is strange for a broken item to retain any of its magical abilities. But
Well, the
it's
thing
very
I'm looking
faint.
at is a yeah. Um, I mean, I think this sword is workable. It would probably take me some supplies and such. I may. Would you be interested in an item? Oh, let me see. How about 150?
Ooh, 150 gold. You are a handsome lad. I could consider that. Make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Kellen.
Let me see. I'll do a 6. I got a flash of genius set up to an 11. It's probably not going to help me all that much.
It took so much. I still have scars, both mental and physical. I don't know if I could part with it for less than 500 gold. It's
Mm,
so sentimental, you see. You understand.
I do.
Uh, ma'am, could I ask? This may not have been a problem for you, but it might have been. How's your sleep been of late?
Oh, my sleep has been minorly troubled, but it seems to have cleared up recently.
Indeed, would you consider any kind of discount for the one of the gentlemen? And Heath will nod towards telling this one of the gentlemen that led the effort that cleared the miasma in your dreams.
I mean, anyone could have claimed that.
But we did it.
Hmm. Well, how would I know that is true, though?
Mm.
While fair, I would swear on my faith to Solaris, whatever that might mean to you.
She kind of, like, there's a small hiss back. Keep your gods out of my business. But I see your point. Make a persuasion check.
You mean item not found?
You just lost the
Persuasion check.
you lost the ability to do persuasion checks. I don't know what to tell you.
24.
Mm. You are so handsome. Yet I sense a darkness in you that is mildly intriguing. Well, I could do 250.
Sold.
So be it. You watch her unlock the case. Again, there's the bracers, the tiger's eye, a gate thing, and then there's just like this broken blade. And she kind of like picks it up and puts it on the counter. Is there anything else that strikes your fancy in my humble shop?
Well, everything
Uh,
does. The quality of your items are perfect. They're very, very, very nice.
Oh, thank you. I do my best to acquire the best.
do you mind if I take a look at these shields over here as well?
Of course, they're not using them. She chuckles. Um, yeah. So you see that there are two shields. Like one's maybe like an old style kite shield, and the other one seems to be kind of like a round shield. And yeah, so the round shield, as you kind of get close to it, uh, seems to have it seems to have a very faded emblem of like Sophis, the Titan of Knowledge, in the masculine form, but it's like so faded and dull.
And
And
that's
yeah,
the one with the eye, or that's the other one that's just mildly
yeah,
enchanted?
that's the one with the eye like symbol. And the other one doesn't seem to have anything besides that. It is of an older make.
Kellen, do you know if Dizzy has any inclination one way or the other about Sophist Titan of Knowledge?
You're talking about the shield?
Indeed, this
Um,
one over here with the eye on it.
I think I might have a lead on something better, as per our discussion earlier.
Oh, very good. And there's no armor at all on display.
No,
Do you know?
There are people who are made. There are statues that were wearing armor, but those are unfortunately stone.
No,
If you
they're
don't
just
mind me
statues. They
asking,
weren't wearing armor. That's weird.
Correct.
What are you talking about, Gene?
It's
if
strange.
you don't
that
mind my asking,
yeah.
yeah, I want to ask you about that. I'm very intrigued by the statues. Can you tell me about that?
Oh, yeah.
They seem very lifelike.
Well, because a sculptor's eye only captures the most lifelike realness. I like to decorate my shop and warn those who want to steal from me.
Well, I'm definitely not one of those persons.
Oh, I could tell that about you, young man. But it seems like they also make great display stands. As she gestures to the one holding the shield, and you realize the shield is like strapped onto the arm, like the guy was wearing it. His hand is in the right position that he's holding it.
Yes, it is very fine work.
Are you sure you don't
I look.
want to buy this legendary hammer?
I wish I had that kind of funds, but sadly, I am a little short of that kind of cash.
Well, you know where to find me. It's been very hard to move.
Yes, I understand. That's
I can imagine.
quite a price tag.
Well, is there anything else I can help you with? I have these two magical shields that seem of your interest. I mean, my
Oh,
supplies change every few months. It depends on how good of a year I'm having.
what of
The
the
price of the
stone?
shield? Oh,
Well,
yes, the stone. Yes.
oh, the stone. Some refer to it as a stone of good luck. Um, it is a few hundred gold. I could probably part with it.
Can I
But
look at the stone, please?
yeah, of course. And she opens the case and she pulls out the stone and hands it to you.
Mm. Yes, it is. Let's look very nice. This will require you to attune to it. So
Yes, that is correct. But it just makes you a little bit better at things.
I agree. I'll hand her the stone back. And I'll look over at Heath.
Uh, as much as I'd like to walk out with a bit more, I think we've hit everything that I at least can make use of.
Just for fun, what would the price of the shields be? Just ballpark
Well,
figures.
that the one shield that's a little bit more enhanced in defenses, I would probably be able to part with it for about 600. And the shield that has the strange symbol on it, I would probably be able to part with it for 800.
Okay. I'll take that under advisement, and we can always come back and visit you tomorrow. And I do thank you for your fine hospitality and this amazing works of sculpture.
Well, you have an artist's eye, I can see. You have fun with your broken sword. That seems lovely.
I'll get to work on it. See what I can do. I'll give you an update when we talk next.
Okay. Just and for a moment, again, her hood wriggles. Have a good night.
And as
Thank
he
you.
departs, he's gonna like bow, like gentleman saying goodbye to a lady. Like she's been nothing but a kind proprietress.
Yeah. And you can tell no one's on this street. Like, Dizzy, you've been out here, no one has walked by this shop.
Hmm. We will depart.
All right. Have a good day. And you guys,
Be well, man.
you leave the shop, and as you step outside, the door closes behind you without anyone touching it. And Dizzy, you're outside with your friends again.
Hey guys.
Let's walk. Let's walk.
Okay.
I want to make sure we're far away from here before we
Sure.
converse.
Sure.
Well, we have some good news for you, Disman.
Sure. What's up?
I'll look over at Heath since you bought it.
I'm gonna take the sword out from basically like behind my back because I don't have anything else to carry in right now.
Yeah, it's like a blade, a jagged blade, part of a blade of a sword.
Oh,
We
it wasn't
figured you might want this.
I will I will kind of like take it
Yeah.
and start rolling it over in my hands. I think, Gene, what kind of sense do I get from it?
It definitely has a similar sense to your other pieces. What pieces do you have, if you recall?
Currently, I have it written down, buddy. Don't you worry.
Uh huh.
I have the shard tip,
Uh huh.
I have the pommel, and I have the hilt and cross guard. According to the last thing we talked about, I was missing the middle part of the blade and the tang for the blade.
Okay. This is the middle part of the blade.
Okay. Dizzy kind of looks down, rolls it over. This is amazing. I You found in there? I This sword is lost to my order for years, decades.
Well, we saw a statue of a dwarf that had a similar marking on his shield, I believe. It looks like he had carried this weapon. I find the woman proprietor very suspicious.
She seems like a woman who has been accosted in her own home more than once.
I I don't understand this. The woman who ran the shop.
He's likely an evil creature.
She is likely a creature that has been attacked on the suspicion of being evil. We don't know whether or not she is.
Okay, I see. I mean, it's possible she's just trying to make a living.
You always look at the best in people. Look here.
I suppose.
She
How much
had
was that, Heath? 250, 200, I forget.
250.
Oh, sure. Here, let me pay you back, and I'll give you 250 gold.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
But I still have the armor.
We still have some left over from that fan.
Oh, okay. Are you sure? I mean, I don't think anyone would appreciate this besides me, and probably not even everyone in my order would even recognize this. I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with Garth and his works, and
Sure, but we appreciate you.
I recognize it, and we thought you should have it, so consider it.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's dedicated for you.
well, thanks, thank you. I mean, the sword's actually almost complete. I don't need much else. Honestly, I'm not even sure what it will be when it all comes together. I just know it belongs together. But
I can tell you that it is magical, which is very unusual for a broken piece of sword.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can.
She did have this very expensive hammer that had like different symbols on it, like lightning and such. Very, very interesting.
Whoa!
It was over 100. It was over 100,000 gold.
It was nearly 200,000.
Do numbers go that high?
You do.
On the scale of kingdoms, yes.
I don't think I can even imagine that much gold.
She had 2 enchanted shields with her as well, which is something I'm still ruminating on.
I mean, I'll be honest. Heath, I'd rather see you more protected. I'm pretty well protected, and I can take a hit. You're a little. I don't want to be mean, but you're a little softer than me.
Well, I mean, I think everybody that's not a giant tortoise is a little bit softer than you, Dizzy.
Well, we still have some money from the wind fan sale, and I got some coin. Let's find you some armor.
I believe I will buy one of those shields, and if you do not buy the other, I will consider it.
Okay, Odyseth. My order, I Thrag might have a suit of plate mail that'll fit you. No guarantees, but maybe.
That's certainly an avenue to pursue.
If only we
Should we,
were back
should
at
we
the
find out
bastion.
about should we find out about these shields first?
Uh, sure. Why don't you guys take care of that? Because I don't think that I should be part of that. And
That sounds true.
why don't you meet me at the watchtower? And I will point it out on the map. It is number
22, correct?
The Oathkeeper's Hall. Yep. Yeah. Meet me at 22.
That means we have to go back in that store.
I can enter. Is there one that you have a particular drawing to, Heath?
I'm mostly curious what the two of them do. If anyone here can sort that out.
I believe Kellen can.
I can identify it. We'll take some time. What, 10 minutes is it?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes per or 11 minutes per.
Okay.
Unless you want to burn a
It's
spell
rare for
slot.
the proprietor of a magic shop to not let you identify the items they're selling.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys easily head back in. She goes, "Oh, so unexpected to see you. What can I help you with? Have you changed your mind on some purchases?"
Our friend here wanted to take a look at a couple of shields, and Kellen thought he might help him out.
A dragonkin. It has been such a long time. And then in Draconic, she greets Otises, and he responds in kindly back.
Did she say anything weird? I also speak Draconic.
No, it's more
What do
just
I-
like hello, good meetings, dragon friend. It's like a very traditional meeting, and then when he responds back, but you can make an insight check. I'll give you that.
I'll do it, but I'll do it poorly with a 10.
I'll do it as well.
Okay.
Hold on, let me try. I rolled an 8.
All right, let's see what his insight is. It's okay. Natural 20. Otisesh nods. He kind of whispers at the side of his mouth. I think she likes me. This negotiation might go better than your fleshy-based ones.
Fair.
So you guys kind of like so as she kind of goes over it, it seems like one of the shields is just a normal shield +1, and the other shield is a sentinel shield. Both are shields that do not require attunement, but the sentinel shield does not increase your armor class. It just makes you more perceptive and better at initiative. So, Otis, begins negotiating and gets down to she's willing to sell the shield +1 for 500 and the sentinel shield for 700. So, like, she'll take 100 off each. Is there one that fancies you, Heath?
No, not in particular. This one over here, and he points at the one with the symbol of Sophis, is very similar to the one I'm carrying now. So I feel pretty comfortable with my current kit.
All right. That is fair. And then he'll buy the shield +1. Yeah.
Cool.
Right. Yep, Otis will buy that one for 700. All right. And then, yeah, she seems to try to flirt with him, but Otis does not respond back. And you guys leave very easily. And yeah, you guys eventually make your way to the hall of vigilance. Where you've been having a conversation with Thrag during this time. He's kind of been like, yeah, so I've gotten a bit of the letters and some of the pamphlets. I definitely think it's a good idea. I can definitely take over the operations of at least getting it spread here. And maybe if I get it back to the hall, maybe I'll make a trip back there. I think you said that your wizard friend, Norlander, was there. Maybe he has magical means to help this process.
Oh, that's Thrag. I'm glad I spoke to you about this. There's been a lot going on, and yeah, of course, Nolander he knows how to get everywhere.
But I
What do
think.
you?
Well, yes, you go.
No. I was just gonna ask what you think of the title. I've been working on this one, and I think it's good, and I think I'm gonna call it "Where the Shadows End." Do you think that strikes?
Yeah, I mean that definitely catches, and you guys kind of come in at this part of the conversation. I think that's definitely a catchy title, so it'll get people to start reading.
I mean, that's all we can ask for, right?
But I remember you mentioning something about you had contacts with the Golden Rooster and they owed you a favor. Uh,
They do. They do. And I will fish around in my pack and I'll pull out the badge that I was given.
well, if you want to call on that favor for this, we could, or we could just try to open up negotiations to see if they'd be willing to spread this truth. They're all about the truth. They're all about making things really obvious. So
Uh, I get it, but aren't they like they're like Draven's Rest like based, right?
yes,
I'm really looking for wide outreach
but
here.
they might be able to ride out toward the forests where the elves live. You know, they might be able to send some scouts, people to try to make an entourage. Again, they may not be the perfect bet, but at least maybe they can work in Draven's Rest to get the message across.
I'm just, I guess I'm just worried that they're almost too loud and that people they might be dismissive because like, oh, they're yelling about something again. Like, I don't know, Thrag, do you think they're a good fit for this?
I think all angles. I think we'll get them. We'll talk to the people that owe you favors on the council at Draven's Rest. I think it's going to take a while, but I think we're
You
gonna have to
know,
start.
I do have a couple of names here. There's a dwarven diplomat by the name of Hilda. There's Judge Roland, as well as Fruinia Crew. They're all people that we had dealings with in Draven's Rest and the whole rat thing. And oh, hey guys, I'll kind of wave at Heath and Kellen.
You were so animated. I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, well, thank you. No, we're just trying to think of the best way to kind of get the word out here. And yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess I kind of like hold the badge in my hand and like I don't know. I guess I was hoping to use this
Well,
for something.
why don't you save it? Do one of your he kind of looks at all of you. Do one of you have ways to contact or send messages back to Norm or oh, well,
I
then
do.
that way you can correspond. So I will do my side of it on the mundane means. I can reach out to people and contacts, and we'll get this started. I think you did a great job, honestly. Really breaking, revealing the truth behind this. I think that is you've served our brotherhood well. I think it is the right move, and I think we are going to be able to spread it amongst the Straven Kingdom and Draven's Rest, and then it's going to be the harder part will be getting it to the more wider world. So I think part of that will be trying to use other resources like Master Norlander and other brothers that are spread throughout the lands. I think one of the hardest parts, which is wild, is getting it to Freeport because they don't really allow certain outsiders in and out. So that's going to be a bit of a stretch, even though they're the closest, which I think is shocking. But we can figure that out later.
I might have a way to get into Freeport.
Well, that seems interesting, and you can think it out. But I like
All
what
right.
you're saying. Yes, but you're all here now, so how can I help you?
Oh, So my friend Heath here, and I'll put an arm on Heath's shoulder. Again, more like reach up and put a hand on his shoulder. My friend Heath here, he's looking to get a bit of more protection than this old suit of splint here, and I'll kind of like bang 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 on the side of it. Do you have anything in the armory that could fit him?
He looks at
Something
Heath.
heavy?
He goes, I mean, I have my suit of armor, but I don't really wear it. But just in case, I kind of need it. I mean, nothing better than what he has currently. But I mean, there are definitely in the mercantile district. They sell suits of armor if you're looking for heavy armor.
They do. We're looking for plate, and you know as well as anyone, it's pretty pricey. Um, we have some coin, but it might drain us if we pay full price. Um, is there any help? Is there any merchants that you know that might be able to cut us a deal?
He kind of like starts thinking. Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
You got it, man. I'll be a 23.
Well, he goes, I'm not really using my armor as much as I probably should. Yeah. All right. He goes, this is what I'll do for you. Are any of you smithies or skilled at armor tinkering? Okay,
I am.
great. Because it will need some adjustment. Obviously. He goes, well, how about this? Most people will probably run you 1,500 to 2,000 gold for a good suit of armor. And I don't know how much your splint is worth. But how about this? You give me, let's say, 1,000 gold and your splint, and I'll give you my old suit of armor. I can use that gold to refit your splint to be my size. Does that sound fair?
Deal. Done.
All right. You see him.
Very
He heads.
good.
You can follow him, but he heads like there's like a barred door that's like definitely was a jail cell or should be a holding cell, and he opens it and it's full. It's like an armory, so it has extra weapons. It has like heavy crossbows, light crossbows, like in case he had a group of people here that could help him. And standing on an armor stand, very nicely polished, just seems out of use. Is a full suit of plate mail. It seems like some of the leather seems to be a little darkened and maybe grease. You maybe see like a small smudging of like charcoal. Like maybe this armor has been used and like darkened in some spots occasionally. But he kind of wipes that off very not subtly, and he goes, I mean this is her. Tink tink as he knocks on it. She served me well when I was in my real big fighting days.
I'm honored. I'll try to do it justice.
Well, if you're here with Master Disbin, that is all you can do is justice.
Thrag, how many times I gotta tell you? It's just Dizzy.
Yes, Master Disbin.
So listen, I from the money you made from the wind fan minus the 250, I put in some money as well. We only need 310 gold remaining to make up the difference. You
My
got
armor's worth
310 Heath.
375.
We should be all right. I had 375 from my share. If we get 375 for selling this half plate.
Yep.
And then
And you have it.
540 from the Fan of Gusty Winds.
But minus
Leaves us-
250. Minus 250.
Puts us at 1,040.
Oh. Okay. Great.
All right. And then, so with all of this selling and moving and shaking, you have acquired this armor overnight. Kellen, you can adjust the armor to fit Heath. It's definitely Thrag is bigger than Heath in proportions just by like physical strength and like his orcish build. but it is easy enough to take in the parts or adjust, like, because like Heath might be like taller in the shoulders. It's just like you have to do a little bit of adjustments that
Yep.
with magical tinkering is very easy.
Okay.
And you guys plan to leave essentially in the morning.
The other ask that Heath would have regarding the armor
Uh-huh.
is to use the last of his gold to gild the armor.
I mean,
So just that there's like gold plating or gold accents on the armor, because that's one of the ways that he pays homage to his god,
yeah. I
who
mean,
is a gold dragon.
I feel that Kellen with Tinker's tools and jewelry can definitely golden it up. Do you want like the symbol of your faith on it? Like
He's
in
got that on his shield.
okay.
If however artistic Kellen gets with it is great.
Well, it's funny
But
because you'll see Kellen with the same tool that he removes from his gun. He does the armor stuff and moves the little thing, and then it turns into like his fine work. So every couple minutes he's switching to
Yeah.
a different set of tools to
Yeah.
get everything done.
I guess Norm, make me a tools check. Uh
Okay.
let's see how you do.
So that is under what skill?
It's whatever skill you want it. So it's gonna be double proficiency plus your int bonus.
Okay. So I guess the best thing to apply would be a dexterity, unless I don't
I
see a
mean,
particular skill.
you can use intelligence. So just roll.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's like you're smart. Like Dex is like yes if you were rushed, but I think in time you can
I
do it.
rolled a 7. I rolled a 22 just with that, and that's with double proficiency. That's well, it's that plus double proficiency, so it's 22 plus 6.
Okay, so 28. Yeah, I mean, I think with an incredible amount of detailing and skill, this is probably the finest gilded armor you have seen. Like, and it fits you perfectly.
beautiful.
You would think that with his enhancements and gilding and like craftsmanship, you think that this armor is probably would be able to likely even hold an enchantment if the materials were available and the time, because of the like there are maybe gems where the eyes of the dragon should be, and like it like minor things that like really give it like a perfection that like it is like very well crafted. And I think with that, why don't we take a little break and we'll come back at 10. You guys level up between then and now, and then we'll start in, as in when you wake up in the morning, you guys are heading out.
Okay.
So,
And
we're,
see you at 10 o'clock.
all right.
See that?
All right. So you have a pleasant night's sleep, the second one in a row. In the morning, you awaken nice and early, kind of with the plan to leave town before you are forced into celebrations and honorifics and parades. Um, under the cover of dawn, uh, you guys begin to make your you mount up on Reggie. I think you had a cart, so you kind of like take your cart with your horses. Uh,
No, we didn't have a cart, G. We got here by boat.
oh, you got here by boat. You're right. So you're gonna walk. You're hoofing it. Um,
Yep, straight hoofing it.
Let me go get the map. I need all my players to be on the map. Select all. Be here. Move party ribbon. Ha 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 ha. All right. Gotta zoom on in. Sweet. Yeah, so you took your boat to Castle Grim, and you will be eventually heading to Fogaratis. But before you do that, you're going to head over to Plains End, which is the last known civilization point of the Stravan Kingdom, to kind of just grab whatever desert supplies before you head out there. So let me get my cool drawing boy. Oh, nice! I have my other old drawings. All right, we'll do a freehand. All right. So as you guys kind of spend the, it takes you probably a day or two of traveling, on foot, but eventually you enter the town of Plains End. It's a hustle and bustle, but nothing big, nothing huge, but definitely people moving about. You definitely see that there is a mix of not non-humans, but humans that don't dress the same in the same fashions uh, as what you see in normal Stravan. You see a lot of people that have a lot of more desert clothing, free-flowing silks, some people in turbans. Definitely a mixing of culture of some like Bedouins and those who live in the sands. But as you make your way out here, you've already seen ahead of you, on your walk, as you were walking, riding Reggie, a messenger left Castle Grim heading in this direction. And so when you arrive, you already see pamphlets handed out. You see a town crier, the shadows end to the, bring down the cult, and like, as it already precedes you, at least a place that is closer to you. You still have your satchel of other uses, but as you head over here, you were told to head toward a market that would have the things that you need to get there. There you see a kind of a blue skinned man with a wisp of whitish hair. He definitely has like different ornate like tattoos. And he goes, hello, hello. And you notice that he has a stable full of like horses. And this is a guy that you were going to meet that was going to kind of send you toward Fulgaratus and like knew about the deserts.
Did we get a name for this individual?
You do not. You just knew that this guy was like the person. Like they were like, "Hey, meet this guy out here," and he is a person who like has horses and can get you in contact with like traveling to the Cumulus Conclave. And he's like a desert guy that can get you to, or not get you, but at least set you up with getting to where you need to go. So he's kind of like, and he's in like a very loose, casual stance. Roll me an insight check.
Happy to. Insight is one of my good skills.
Not for
Nat
me.
20 for 23.
Oh yeah. All right. You can tell though he is perfectly relaxed, it is with a purpose, and that this guy is a trained fighter. His Though he's standing like in a strange stance, you can tell it's well balanced. It seems like at a moment he could uncoil, but he does not carry any weapons on him.
Hmm.
Maybe like the wind.
Okay.
But he kind of goes, "Hey, what's up? My name's Bumskeet."
Bumskeet? That's a great name. Hi, I'm Disbin.
Well,
These are my friends.
it's a pleasure to meet you. I heard I generally give I help people get out all the way to the Cumulus Conclave because we my people we have sand skiffs that let you travel the desert without disturbing all the nasty threats. Assumingly they don't. Yeah, it's dangerous out there.
That's great, Mr. Skeet.
No, it's
Bumskeet?
Bumskeet's my whole name.
Bumskeet's your whole name. That's amazing. Yeah, we're looking to get to the Cumulus Conclave. We've never been out this way before, so we will definitely appreciate guidance in that area.
Yeah, so first things we're going to do is we'll probably hop on a wagon. We'll get ourselves out toward the sands before it fully turns desert, because that's when things got to get worrisome. We will trade off for a sand skiff, and then we'll just sail the dunes right out to it. As long as you keep your hands, feet, and body parts inside the sand skiff, no, like dropping. Don't like throw rocks off it. Like, do your best not to disturb the sand with your own 2 feet. There's giant worms, horrible sand sharks. It's just like not a great place to be.
And the sand skiff won't disturb them?
No, because it sails through it, so it doesn't like change the tremor patterns. So we don't really, we flow with the sand, kind of like a boat.
I don't understand.
Well, it's the safest way to travel. And I
I
mean,
can't wait to try it.
you guys are really lucky because honestly, 2 large groups just came through and they just rented out two of my friends. They headed out a few days ahead of you, and they seem to take some sand skiffs with them. So I have the last one. Mine's a little more rickety, but it's weathered with age and good stuff.
Okay. Well, I mean, clearly it's still here, so you're doing something right. Well, Mr. Bumskeet, I don't know how to drive a skiff, but
Oh, I
I do
I,
know how
drive,
to.
I drive the skiff.
Oh, what I'm saying is I know how to drive wagons, and honestly, if you'd be willing to teach me, because I'm sure there's going to be plenty of time while we're out there on the sand, I wouldn't mind learning.
I could teach you, but I don't know if you're gonna have the ability to do it. But I'm definitely willing to show you how to steer. So here, walk with me, talk with me. He kind of like he's like you see him. He has like an older wagon, and like you see 2 horses. And he's like loading it up. Put your stuff on there. We'll get you all situated. It's gonna be a day or two travel. So our sand skiffs, they're powered. So I don't. Do you know anything about Fulguratus or the Cumulus Conclave?
Um,
It's
do we
okay.
know that
You can say no.
wizards?
Okay. So
Not really.
sorry. So the geographical. I guess I should tour this a little. Neat. Anyway, so it's the closest point that Caldeus is to the elemental plane of air. So
What is?
the peak of Fulguratus touches a tip of the elemental plane, which is where the Cumulus Conclave is. So that's where all the cloud. That's the cloud city that's at the top.
So it's really in the clouds? I thought that was a metaphor or a what's the word? I don't know.
Exaggeration.
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. I mean, if you know much about, but like to the south, at the end of the Great Fissure, that's where the apparently the elemental Earth churns. You know, to the all the way to the west of the continent. It's apparently where like the water planes touch. A lot of my people come from there. I don't know if you know, I'm a Ganassi, an air Ganassi. So we have a connection to the airplane. Anyway, point is, these skiffs we run on a little bit of the core of the little bit of the cloud stuff, and so only my people or people skilled in elemental manipulation can really power these devices.
I don't think I understand. I've never met a Ganassi before. What does
Well,
that mean?
it means that I am, part of my heritage and descendancy comes from the air elementals. Like
Oh,
I'm kind of human like you, but like part of my bloodline is touched by, well, goblin. I'm partly touched by the elemental airplane. It's kind of like
how does that? Dizzy
don't
seems
don't
very
think too
lost in the.
don't think too hard on it. It's way long ago, way past. It's kind of like how the devil can run
Okay.
around and like, you know,
Yeah, no, we met them.
yeah. So they're not just directly descended from devils. That'd be crazy. It's just like part of their bloodline can be traced back all the way. Something like that.
Oh, so it like happened a long time ago, and you're just. Oh, I get it now.
But we
Okay,
but we
neat.
feel connected more. We're more connected to the Cumulus Conclave because that's kind of like we're more in our elements. And like he kind of like looks around and for a moment winks at you, and you watch him levitate off the ground. And then he kind of
Wow.
That's really cool.
does like a land again, little connection with the air. Um, but again, we're closer. When I'm closer there, it makes it easier. But we developed these skiffs with the help of the wizards of Fulguratus. We created these like elemental engines that help power the sand skiffs. You know that like the desert here isn't natural. It was created when Fulguratus rose from the ground, and the lightning strike that captured it made it into the sands. I mean, they can tell you way more at the Conclave because like, I got all this study, and I'm sure some of the wizards there who are not so prickly might tell you more.
Do they have those?
What? Not prickly
Wizards that are
wizards?
not prickly?
No, I was joking. But,
Okay.
but I know there are some cloud giants up there that might be able to talk to you. They're a little more free talking.
This is going to be
Did you
great.
say cloud giants?
Have you?
Huh?
Oh, you guys are full tourists. Oh man, wow. Honestly, it's a great place. So when we get there, uh, there's like an elevator or there's like a lift that it circles the tower and it floats all the way up to the top of the clouds so that people can ascend and descend. It generally comes up and down once per day or twice a day because it takes about an hour. It takes a few hours to travel all the way up and a few hours to travel all the way down. But when you're up there, the Cumulus Concave is definitely has lots of different traders, has a few exotic items that you could only find, and they got this like prophetic people like the cloud people. They're really dedicated to like prophecy and like seeing the future. I know recently they had some sort of games involving the stars. I don't really know. I really don't pay attention. I just travel there. I get people there and back. I get
Skeet, you're blowing my tiny goblin brain.
I think we should
That's
leave
so
immediately.
much.
Yeah, well, here I got you. With your resupply. So for my services, it's gonna be. Let's see. I'm trying to think. It's probably gonna take a few days to get there. Well, we're gonna travel. It's gonna take like 2 or 3 days on wagon, and then I'm gonna drop off my stuff with my cousin, and my cousin will then bring it back. Okay, and my sand skiff will be there, already repaired up. Yeah, he's like, all right. So for the trip there is going to be 100 gold because we're going to have to cross the desert and it is dangerous. And he looks around. He goes, I can fit 4 people on my skiff. With you tiny lads, that's one person, but that dog is another. So that pretty much evens it out. So me and 4 others can fit on my skiff.
The dog's name is Reggie, by the way.
Oh, hey Reggie, you look like a good boy. And Reggie's just like, Burr. But
um,
yeah, I would warn you. It's like I said, this desert's dangerous, but as long as we're moving, I have a good path mapped out. We hit oases every night, so that we don't have to worry about. Well, if we don't hit an oasis, we'll hit hard rock, and that's really the important part. The worms can't get through the hard rocks.
What about the sharks?
I mean, they also can't, but they also have legs. We'll figure it out. Most of these things travel the desert, and if anything gets stuck out there, well, then they're boned. It's bad. It's bad out there. Anyway, but this is the safest form of travel. I've had 0 incidents since like 10 years ago.
What
Okay.
happened 10 years ago?
Oh, what happened 10 years ago? Someone fell off. It attracted the sandworm. I knew that we couldn't. We had to make some decisions because the sandworms move faster under the sands than my skiff. Luckily, we managed to get the person, and they weren't in great condition, and my skiff got banged up. But we made it to some hard rock where we could hole up for a few days until the worms found other prey, and then we continued on our journey. We had some hardships with food and a little bit of water, but we made it out. Everyone was more or less fine, a little traumatized, but we took a few extra days at the Cumulus Conclave. I do offer my services for the trip back if people need to leave. But you might meet my cousins out there, if I don't stay, because I'll show up. I'll probably, people will have come down from Cumulus Conclave who'd like to leave or go places. They'll rent me out, and I'll head them back. We pretty much have outposts on different edges, and he kind of like gestures to the desert. We have some that head toward the bridge that gets you over to the Verdant Sea. We have some that head you back to where we just came from, Plains End. We have some people that head over toward Freeport. We also have some folk who want to head toward some of the dwarven keeps on this side of the Triskin Mountains. So, it's whichever way you want to go. We generally have a guy that will take you across the desert to where it's going. But pretty much once you're out of the desert, our skiffs don't really work so well. But our skiffs do work on the water, so I can get someone directly to Freeport. Because there's a lock. It opens up into a bay, and you can get to Freeport. So they're the closest actually. But that's all I got from here. You're all loaded up. Come on. And so you ride Reggie. The rest of you kind of load into this wagon, and he continues milling and talking with you. He kind of explains to you like, there are some tribes and others who try to make they're definitely like, there are bandits, there are the threats, but the bandits that you fight out there are tough. They're hardened. They know how to deal with the sands. They're probably going to be near like rocky outcroppings or places that the worms and the sharks aren't going to get, and they'll set up ambushes. They might even have like broken down wagons, or they might send traps in the sand to try to catch you up, because they know that if you stop moving, well, that's when the things keep up. And he'll answer any other questions you have about the desert or the Cumulus Conclave or Fulguratus, if you have any.
What can we expect at Fulguratus? I'm interested in the Cumulus Conclave, and I kind of want to meet a cloud giant because I don't know what that is. But we're really, really interested in Fulguratus. Do you know much about that place?
Well, I know that many, many years ago, like before my times, they used to take on apprentices and like do lots of wizard training in all the arts of wizardry, but it seems, maybe in the last century or two, they kind of hold up. Like, they're still wizards up at the Cumulus Conclave, but they seem to be kind of a little shy, or like, I don't know, they don't really interact. They seem to be more studying, but they are there. They are accessible. They might be doing magical experiments. I know that not a lot of people get invited or allowed inside Fulguratus. I've rarely heard of that happening, but it's at least your best bet to maybe try to get an audience. I don't know. Maybe you have sway.
We actually know some people who we might have a way in, but okay, I guess maybe we'll go to the Cumulus Conclave and try to get in that way. Wow,
See what
Bumsky,
we
you
can
really.
coordinate.
What was that, Heath?
I said see what we can coordinate.
Yeah, yeah. I a lot of this is kind of all new for me. I mean, I've never been in the desert. I've never met a Ganassi. I've never even heard of cloud giants. So this is a lot, but our mission is important.
Yeah.
So,
You might get real hot in your armors since you're all heavily armored, but I'll be bringing lots of extra water, so that'll be most of what's in our hold as we travel. But yeah, it's not so bad. It's just the heat's rough, so just don't get stuck out there, obviously, which is why I'm with you and I'm going to escort you. Um, it takes us a little bit less than a week to travel from the edge of the desert to the Cumulus Conclave. So I will let my cousins know, and if we're not back within that time, they will send out a search party. If I don't return in 2 weeks.
That's good to
Bumsky,
know.
I it is my vow that you will live through this and you will make it to the destination whole and hearty.
Well, right on. That sounds pretty dope. So, you guys unless there's anything else you want to do here, you guys can easily pick up sets of desert clothing, wraps, and covers. So I will say this: if you're wearing them with your armors and stuff, you will be at no penalties to like the checks against the desert heat. But if you are just wearing them, you will have advantage on those checks.
Mm.
Um, I will get a set of desert clothes and wear it with my armor.
Yeah, they'll be
Same now. I'll do the same.
Yep, they'll be at let's say, hold on, let me look. Let's say 25 gold a suit, an outfit, and
So that's
25
basically
gold?
yeah, 25 gold a person.
and then 25 of gold for the transportation, right?
Yeah, I figure each one of us will take 25 out of our holdings.
Correct. And great. Yeah, and he's prepared, and he's like talking you through it. He's like, yeah, lots of water. We'll have plenty of food. Don't worry about that. I'll take care of us. And like, yeah, he definitely is giving you that like reassurance of like someone who knows what he's talking about. Like he seems like competent in skill and at least knowledge. That like maybe it's not that you don't you were like I'm skeptical, but he definitely seems like he knows what he's talking about.
Um,
Yeah, Gene, this guy seems like he's a big chatty Cathy and just likes to chat, chat, chat.
100%.
I'm gonna be honest, Disney's all about it. Disney's gonna ask question after question, how long you've been in the desert, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen, what do sand sharks taste like? Like Disney's all about making friends and like just getting to know this guy.
Great. Yeah, I mean, so it eventually comes out that like he's like, oh yeah, I kind of like studied like martial arts up in the Cumulus Conclave, like we're so close to the sky, and it turns out that he seems to be a skilled martial artist, that he's like fought bandits before, and like he like a bunch of his family like do like a tradition of like kind of like a flowing like the wind style, and that yeah he at least feels that he's competent, and that what he tells you is like there definitely is a worry here and there of getting stuck. Like a lot of it is like he really emphasizes do not get off the skiff.
Got it.
Don't touch the sands. More than more than you think is necessary, but he seems to be important. And for that, why don't we just shift over to this sweet map? Just gonna go here for no reason. And we'll go to this cool little skiff with Bumskeet.
Nice.
So that is the sand skiff. I brought your tokens, which you guys can move them onto. I just wanted to kind of because it will be a moving sand skimmer. Yeah, again, he's like, these things can't take a huge amount of damage directly, but they can fend off. Like if a bulette or a sandworm attacks, they might survive a few attacks. But to warn you that sandworms are faster than the Corvette. I don't know if, let me go find out if he does. I don't think sand sharks are, but we'll find out. So he's like, sometimes we gotta throw out some of these and like in the hold of the place are like barrels of water, and he says and other boxes. He said, since a lot of these things sense like tremors, if we're being chased or something, throwing something out of onto the sands that could attract the attention might buy us time and let us get away. But we shouldn't have to run into that. That shouldn't be a problem. And it's not a problem. And it seems like it goes about the same speed as a bulette, so there's a chance that with slowing it down or doing something, you might be able to what's it called? Oh god, that's not what I'm trying to do. That you might be able to outrun it or do something. All right, so yeah, you guys, it's been a few days. More or less, Otis has just kind of been quiet. Seems like doing stuff on his own mentally, and you guys, have hit the edge of the desert. You see a bunch of lavish tents set up where he heads to, like a small tent city. But you see that there were a few other Air Ganassi. You see some Goliaths. You see a bird person. Just a full-ass eagle man.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, he goes, that's an Aarakocra. They live mostly up there. They're generally actually used as a lot of guards for coming up and down the elevator in case anyone gets wily.
That's awesome.
And he goes, yeah. Why don't you, yeah. So you guys kind of kick it into gear, and the sand skimmer begins skimming across the sands at a very quick pace. It moves at about a speed of 40, but it sails and glides across, kind of cutting its way. After a day or two, Dizzy, you start to get a bad feeling as you see a sand dune in the distance that raises up, and it's like, yeah, man, we're gonna jump it.
Really? That seems dangerous as hell.
Nah, it's awesome. And as you approach,
you got me. I'm in.
and you say, I'm in. Your danger sense kicks off. Everyone within the 10-foot aura of Dizzy realize that you are under attack. And coming off the dune, you see two sets of people in sand skimmers.
Sand attack.
Uh-huh. Yep. And you recognize at least some of their garb. They are cultists of Tenebris. as
Motherfuckers.
they point and they go to attack. All right, so I need to do some stuff. I need to click some tokens.
Where's Bumskeet, Gene?
He's technically where I don't know why Kellen put himself in the wrong spot, so I can't control that.
Oh,
He's where.
so you put me.
There he is. Think.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he didn't have a token. He's just a guy. Got it.
No, I mean he is a token. He just.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just turned him around because he's piloting.
No, I get it.
So let me roll some initiatives. We need to go to turn order. Oh, there's a layer. Yeah, why don't we keep that for no reason? God damn it! I gotta move some stuff. Hold on. Gotta move it so I can actually add turns. There we go. Yeah, yeah. So if you guys want, you can click your. Oh my God!
Oh,
Why
can I move?
do I have so much shit?
No, I'm not the GM. That's why.
Oh my God! What? Oh, the sand skimmer got it. Wow. Did that really add all my stuff for me? That's cool as hell. All right. All right. We're gonna move these back to where they are. And you do see that there are Ganassi piloting these other skimmers.
How does Bumskeet react to
We'll get
the whole
there.
scenario?
He does not seem happy, but we'll get to his reaction once I get all my initiatives.
And these are still 5-foot squares, Gene. Just to iterate.
Yes. Oh, is he not a token? I guess he's not a token. That's fine. All right, we'll just give him. That's fine. We'll give him the skiff. All right, so that'll be Bumskeet's skiff. All right, so I need to quickly pull some stuff up. My counters. Yeah, you guys click your guys, and since you can't be
Too bad we sold that. We sold that wind fan, or I could have blown people.
I laughed so hard when you sold that because of course I knew what was coming. I was like, "That's very funny." That was very funny. 11, 12, and 10. All right. So this will be a 12, and this will be a 10. Nope, that's not 19. All right, other cultist will be a 9. Sorry. These guys need that. Oh, they got 3. 12. And they got a 12. Alright, and then I think that's their sand skimmer. Let's roll a d20 for that. That'll go on 20. Okay. And now these guys need to roll again. 5. Oh, great. That's good. 5.
A lot of 12s.
Yeah, it's just how it rolled. I don't control it. And that's a 9.
That's fair. I'm just saying.
Okay, I got almost all my guys. Who is this? I think this might be you. Okay, you don't need an initiative. That's that. Alright. And I have one more. Let's go with Bumskeet's. What is Bumskeet's stats? Alright, we are almost ready. Sorry. Where the heck is he? Oh, I need to make Otisesh's initiative, don't I?
Yeah, and it definitely didn't carry mine in.
Okay, I mean, I'll add it.
Weird.
23. So, alright. What is your initiative?
6.
6. Okay, and then Otisesh. Wow, Otisesh got a pretty good initiative.
Good.
22. All right. 22. All right. Let me see how this goes. Descending. Nope, that's not the right way. There we go. That looks the right way. All right. Great. So, let's see. Right, I'm just gonna move this so you guys can see stuff. Oh, and then let me add. Oh, I'll keep that layer action. Right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, as the prickling kind of raises and you're always vigilant in nature, you see two sand skiffs crest the dune, heading in your direction. Bumsky goes, "What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Those are my cousins. Do you want me to punch it?" So he seems to be acting first.
The people on those skiffs are bad news. We need to go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So he kind of begins pushing his way forward, and he punches it, so he'll dash. 1. As you guys kind of start cresting over the hill. All right. It is Otisesh's turn. What is Otisesh going to do? He'll just do a classic. You watch as this shadowy dragon spirit begins to writhe around him. Yeah, he'll just do his old classic. What's it? 15-foot radius or for Spirit Guardians?
15.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. As it begins circling around him, and he's not going to do anything for his bonus actions. All right. This skimmer begins moving forward. 5. 10,
Oh boy.
15, 20. It's going to turn. 25, 30, 35. So as it kind of sidles next to you, the Air Ganassi that's piloting is doing this, but he does not look thrilled, and looks like he's maybe a little bruised and battered. And then so they kind of end. Yep, and that's where they end. Nothing happens there. Kellen, it is your turn.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I was kind of low. I was 6. Hold on, let me get back to my
Oh no,
thing
I
here.
have you at 18.
Yeah, I'm
So-
6.
Okay, then let's.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm listed as 16. That's 6.
That's 6. Oh, maybe I had a second Kellen. I had a second Kellen.
Yeah.
That's fine. I can delete this one. I
Yep.
lied. Cultist. Which cultist are you?
Oops, all Kellen.
There we go. All right. So this cultist kind of like circling around your ship. Yeah. Oh, that's good. They all work simultaneously, so that kind of works out. All right. So we'll start with the base cultist. Yeah. So this one over here, he kind of, you watch him begin gesturing with magics, and a dark shadow begins to form around him. He begins to cast a spell. Does anyone want to do anything about that?
I can't do anything
I don't
about
know if
that.
anyone has counterspell.
I'll,
This,
I'll counterspell.
okay. As he begins to, you watch the sands begin to rise around him, and they drop as you counterspell. So that's him. Next guy. This one, seeing you counterspell, he kind of reaches forward and casts another spell. This other one, as you watch this dark necrotic lightning attempt to attach to you. This guy is going to attempt to cast a Witch Bolt.
A witchy bolt?
Witchy Bolt. What's your fucking attack bonus with spells? Of course you don't fucking.
Gene, just before we get like way in the weeds, it is already 10:40. Just
Yeah,
heads
we're
up.
gonna end it very soon. I just want to get through some of this. I want to get through at least the first round, and
Got
then
it.
we'll be done. So,
Cool. I'm here for it.
this bolt of lightning goes to hit you, but it misses.
Thank goodness I'm wearing metal armor.
Yeah. And then the other guy. You watch as the one who's definitely in charge, kind of within 20 feet. Are you within 20 feet of him? Oh, you all are within 20 feet. Okay. So you watch as he lets out a howl. Each creature. Oh, that's nice. All right, I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Is it magic?
This is technically magic, sure.
You have +4 to the save.
All right.
14.
Okay.
I roll with advantage.
Dizzy did very bad.
Natural 20.
Okay. Otis Sash with a +4 will make it.
Oof, Dizzy and Reggie not doing good.
What we get?
10 for Diz, 8 for Reg.
Oh.
12. 12 for Reg.
All right. Well, you will fail unless someone does something about it.
I will spend points to get us a. When it will let me get us a reroll.
Oh, reroll for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's 24 instead.
Much better.
Okay. So, everyone is going to take 11 plus 4 is 15 halved. You will take 7 psychic damage. Reggie will take 15 psychic and is frightened.
Okay.
So, as this wail, as you feel a chill down your spine, as your shadows seem to writhe. That was his bonus action. And then he fires 2 bolts of dark energy at. Let's go with Heath, because he countered that spell that was going to blow you off your ship. With natural 1, he misses. And then an AC of 23.
Will hit.
Okay. You watch as this necrotic ray fires into you and does 26 necrotic.
Oof.
Got it.
All right. That was that. That was that. Dizzy, it is your turn. Also. And you watch as this guy looks very hurt. The pilot of their skimmer seems very hurt and is shaking with fear.
Okay. Ooh, sorry, my shit just. So what's your standing jump? What's the distance on standing jump, Gene? I don't fully remember.
Sure, I don't know either. That's a crazy question.
I can look up the jump. I
mean, you can also move. You know, you do have movement.
But it takes my movement speed to do that, Gene.
That is fair.
Okay, what's my strength score? My strength score is 20. How tall are you? Fucking 3'10". Your long jump, your high jump. Without a running start, I can jump 10 feet.
I mean, I don't know if you would be mounted on Reggie for the start of this fight because you're on riding the skiff. So you could take a 10-foot run, like to the back of the boat.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know why my map just went fucking crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't be. Yeah, I wouldn't be mounted on Reg on the skiff. No,
Yeah.
we'd be like sitting next to each other.
So I think with a running jump, you can move your strength score.
Yeah, yeah. If I have the running jump, I can move 20.
I would
All right.
absolutely let you do that. I think that sounds right.
That is kind of you. I think I'm gonna. I think Reggie's gonna stay there.
Reggie's
Is
frightened,
there?
so he can't move closer.
No, I know. Yeah, I just whispered to Reg, "Stay here, buddy. It'll be okay." And I'm gonna leap onto their ship if that spot's okay, Gene.
Yeah, perfect.
Great. And who just did that? Like, this guy did that?
This guy did that horrible psychic scream.
Cool. So I'm gonna reach on my back and I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs. I'm glad Yarg! And this great sword will sing in Dwarven into the sky, and it will fucking try to slice this dude up.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you guys begin to hear the chorus of a Dwarven fighting song.
Yeah.
I'm going to strike AC 24.
That will hit.
Great. He will take 12 damage.
All right. He kind of.
And then it's Dizzy's turn to swing.
Yes.
That's going to hit. I am going to smite him.
Oh, yeah.
That's 23 more damage.
Okay. This guy looks beefier. Probably one of the strongest version. Like, you've never seen a person so, like, powerfully in this dark magic.
Yeah. And I'll just kind of like with like gritted teeth, again, like Diz looks like he gets his shield hooked up, like he's ready to be in the fight. And he goes, "Your master will fall." And I'm going to swing my last time.
Hell yeah.
That's a crit.
Hell yeah.
According to the oath that I took when I became a paladin,
You have to smite.
I have to smite again. So we're currently at 12 plus 18. So it'll be a total of 30 damage additionally.
All right. This guy finally coughs up blood.
Whoa.
He is finally bloodied.
And
you will fall.
yeah. And I'll look at the Genasi that's fucked up and scared. I'm here to help, friend. I'll keep you safe.
He looks
Just
and goes,
stay strong.
"Get them in the sands. It'll take care of them." All right. That is your turn.
That's me.
This death.
Gene, Reggie will take the dodge action.
Okay. Sure. That sounds good. This guy, he is a death cultist. He has 120 feet. So. Okay. Otisesh, Kellen, and Heath, 3 bolts of dark energy will come your way. Actually, no. He's going to shoot the 3 bolts at Bumskeet.
Motherfucker.
To try to kill your driver. Let's see. So plus 6 is 14. Is 12. He will hit him twice. Oh, Bumskeet. You're not doing good, buddy. These do that much damage. Okay. Bumsky, it looks like he's on death's door. 50. As if you think a third one would have hit him, he probably would be dead. But he is still up currently. 58. Okay. That was that death cultist. And he goes, ram them! And then his ship begins moving forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, or 50, 60. And it kind of seems to slow. And then you hear them go, ah! As they enter this.
Yeah, there's two of them? Okay.
Yeah, there were two sets of cultists.
Okay.
But they will enter Odysseus's aura. So they're going to make some wisdom saves. All right. Fail, pass. Fail, and then the Ganassi will actually pass. So, let's say 3. Sounds reasonable. So he'll do. So 21. Okay.
Mm.
21. And then this guy also failed. Minus 21. Minus 10. Alright. And then this guy also is at 50. Alright. You watch as this shadow dragon begins cutting through the people on here. It is Kellen's turn.
Okay, you said our pilot's pretty bad, huh?
He looks like he's on death's door.
Shit. I was going to do a force ballista, but I think I'll try to save this guy's life instead. Basically, I'll grab a little gadget from one of my pouches. I'll put it on my wrist, and it kind of opens up into like this bracer. And Kellen activates it, and it does like that gives the temporary hit points.
Sure.
So we'll see what we can do. Unfortunately, I rolled a 1. Everybody gets 6. All of my allies get 6 temporary hit points.
Okay.
I'm out of range, right?
Yeah, let me double check. I think you're probably too far.
I'm pretty certain I am.
10 feet. Yeah, not happening.
That's cool. Honestly, I'd rather you keep everyone on that thing is safe and let me deal with these guys because I'm going to be a problem for them.
Okay, well, that's it for me.
All right. Heath, it is your turn.
All right. But I'm gonna drop a hypnotic pattern down this way to get this entire skiff
Okay.
here.
Sure. All right. Is that saving throw from you?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Hey, Tom. Before you do that, realize that they are all in the Spirit Guardians of Odysseus, and the moment they take damage, it's going to drop. So it's a good call. It's a good idea. Just.
Yep,
I'm refreshing this page. For some reason, they can't see your auras while I can see them on the GM page. So give me a sec. I don't know if you guys can see the auras. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now I can see them. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, Odysseus's aura is large enough that they're going to take damage when they start their turn.
Cool. Reconfiguring.
I mean, you could do it to the other skiff, but you might hit Dizzy.
It's true.
I'm just gonna healing word Bumskeet.
Okay.
he can get 6 back,
Oh yeah.
and I will activate the what's it called? My sensor, devotee sensor.
Okay. Does he get any benefits from when you heal him? Does he get like an attack action or something?
Oh, yeah, he can attack.
Okay. He does. He
Cool.
kind of like hits back as he staggers. He's, oh fuck! And he kicks his. He kind of punches, and you watch as a radiant blast comes out of his hand, and he will hit the one that Rennie's or attempt to attack the one that hurt him the most. Oh, actually no. He'll attack one of the hurt cultists that seems to be going next. With an 18 on the die, he will hit. And he does 7. So you see this one, a radiant blast comes out of Bumskeet's hand, and the guy staggers back, and now it is the cultist's turn, which might just end their existence. So let's make 2 more wisdom saves, which they both fail. Awesome. Minus 20. So this guy screams out in pain and crumbles off the dune, rolling down the hill.
Nice.
And as he rolls down the hill, I need to do a thing. You hear and feel the tremors of the sand as something large is arriving. And this thing, and then this is, I think, the right part to end this. As he rolls down, opening a maw in the sand, you see a giant worm swallow his corpse.
Oh.
Oh no.
And Bumpsy's like, that's why we shouldn't be on the sand. That is where we're going to end this session. And I will actually roll initiative for it. But yeah. So you are under attack by the Cult of Tenebris. The other one actually technically gets a turn, so I'll do that real quick. I'm sorry. But yeah, what the fuck's he do? I don't know what he's gonna do. No, he's not gonna do that. Well, yeah, he will. I need Otisesh and Kellen to give me a strength saving throw as he attempts to blast a wind wall. Tries to gust of wind you off your skimmer, or your skiff.
I rolled a 1. That's always a fail. Do we have any inspirations?
There is an inspiration for Dizzy, but you could use it for the group. Otisesh, what's your strength save? You have a 11. Otisesh is also not doing well for this save.
I rolled a 20.
Okay. It looks like Otisesh is going to fail unless you want to do something to make that not happen.
What did he roll?
He got a total of 11.
I'll flash a genius him.
Okay, so you guys hold on as this gust of wind tries to blow you off the skimmer. And then the guy rolls down screaming, the worm appears, and that is where we will end tonight's session.
Woo! Man, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Why? Everything's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. It's cool. I was really sad that you sold that wind fan. I was like, man, it's gonna be so fucking useful.
We're also sad now.
Yeah, it's all right. It's buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
But now we have a friend named Bumskeet, so
You do have
I'm pretty
a friend.
happy.
You do have a
If he
friend.
survives.
If he survives, which I'll tell you, he took like 52 damage, so he is not doing well, buddy.
I feel you, friend.
But
Going after the pilot is a good tactic.
yeah, absolutely. All right, but thank you guys for playing. Have a great night, and we're gonna say
Yep.
bye.
Bye.